Hey, what's going on? Yeah. Woo. This is another Thursday Thrills. Happy Veterans Day for all of my veterans. Um, yeah, last night and I will say this morning was crazy. I had a long ass stream about liberalism. I did a good piece. I'm gonna see the replay of it tomorrow. This one I'll probably do this weekend because man, I don't know what this stream is gonna be about. But yeah, it's Veterans Day. I forgot it's Veterans Day. Today's the 11th. And I know it's gonna go into tomorrow if we have a long conversation and we know where y'all at and whatever. So yeah, this is gonna be a doozy. So we're gonna pick it's a Thursday. Let me see. Let me get my Thursday thrills on. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my sorry. My sorry. I'm sorry. Let's save it. Yeah. So we in here today. Yeah, I decided, but I was on a Veterans Day. It's a good thing. But but this fucking leech over there at Auntie's is just fucking awful. I mean, I'm just sorry. Listen to that bullshit. It's so fucking nauseating. No, I'm just telling it like it is. I mean, teachers on, but shouts out to my boy Auntie for being a true player that he is. But listen to that thing. I don't like her. I mean, she destroyed Sheila's shit. That's why Sheila looks stupid as hell over there. Listen to that garbage. But yeah, I was gonna talk about that tonight. I said, you know what? Wacky done took care of it. Everybody else took care of it, and that shit is falling down, man. People ain't listening to that garbage. Ain't listening to that garbage. And the main person then ran. So it's kind of like I ain't listening to that garbage over there, but but it's a whole thing. I know people are upset or whatever. And I'm not gonna listen to people that's spewing nonsense and things like that. But shouts out to Auntie again because he's one of those content creators that you gotta like, man. Like he always bring the entertainment, but when you have that thing trying to ruin your panels and shit, yeah, she's dumb as hell. Shouts out to DeAndre who was saying that, who's messing with me earlier. Um, Me personally, I look at people that what they are, they're pieces of shit. End of the day, and I'm just gonna be blunt with you. Um, Happy Veterans Day. Yeah, shouts out to all the veterans that serve the country. Um, a lot of people said this is great country, United States, but everybody has different opinions. They hate it too, but you know how it is. But shouts out to the brothers that serve their nation. Like my man Cerulean said, esteemed nobles. They're decent. I mean, if you get a job there, that's great. I mean, it's great opportunities. I ain't gonna hate because I come from a military family. My grandfathers were in World War II. We don't usually celebrate Veterans Day. I think they did once upon a time. It was years ago. Used to celebrate in school, but I don't even keep up with the holiday. But I hope they treat them right. But Biden, he's probably treating them like I won't say dirty, but you know how it is. But the own military treats them like trash sometimes. Sometimes it's us. We think we're the military, which is crazy, but they don't realize they have it so good when you start traveling. I ain't travel outside the country, but I hear people that been in the military tell me, they said, man, if you go over there, you'll realize you have a great time doing things. Yeah. She's a piece of shit. I already know. I already know. And I'm yawning like a motherfucker. She's boring as fuck. And then Jerome said, I see that trash. That's something me and him agree on. Ain't nobody studying that thing. She's a piece of shit. She's irrelevant tonight, but I'm talking about veterans. Shout out to the veterans, man. I mean, last night, going on to Veterans Day, I would say from liberalism, we did that stream. It was on the 10th. It was on my phone bill payday. It was on. I was like, I had to pay my bill yesterday on my phone. You know how it is on the cell phone. But today, I would say early this morning and last night was crazy. We had a good back and forth, good conversation, and ended up something. But we will talk about liberalism again, economic liberalism. That's what it's called when you have neoliberalism, libertarianism, and some schools of thought, conservatism, particularly liberal conservative. A lot of people try to say they're different, and I disagree with that because I'm going by the philosophy link that I had yesterday. A lot of people may agree. I disagree with them on that because if I research economic liberalism, that's what it's called. You can't say something that ain't different. I don't care if you disagree with me on that. I'm staying on this. No, when I go by that and do the research, I'm gonna prove to you that it is economic liberalism. That's all they're practicing. That's not conservatism. If it was conservatism, conservatism is you conserve something like Mike said. Yeah, it's all the same thing. It ain't no difference. You can't say that's conservatism. No, there's different levels of conservatism. It's not one way. I disagree with that. It's not one way. It's multiple layers. You got to understand the reason y'all call it neoliberalism. That's just one way. Other people may say different. You know what I'm saying? But it's still economic liberalism. That's my issue with people when we disagree on the conservatism part. And then, Auntie turn on subscribers mode only? What the fuck? Oh man, he done. Yeah. She corrupted this dude. All right. I was like, what? I mean, man. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. You gotta understand, but I understand. Shots to damn T, but come on, bro. You gonna let that thing control your panel like that? We talk the type the word can be misunderstood. And there she go going at the yeah. And yeah. And why does he have a subscriber's memories? Man, that's crazy, man. He's trying to keep the trolls out. But see, that's what I'm talking about. I'm laughing though. I'm laughing. I'm not pissed. I understand, but damn, man, don't do that. And then you see why people will come at you sideways. It's gonna be some problems. Oh, it's gonna be some problems. I see the pettiness right now. What's going on, DeAndre? Salute. All hail Grayskull. Man, but shouts out to the veterans, man. This is Veterans Day because that day when I talk about liberalism is important. I will do a part 2 next week, and it's already in the books, and I'm gonna research a lot of shit. Let me get the notes and the links on that. But me, I'm good. I mean, I didn't go to sleep until like 1 p.m. I had a brain drain. I was tired as a motherfucker doing 11-hour stream like that. And I think we talked off air, me and AB and War Master. Great conversation. And we talked off air. And I had to hit the link, and it was crazy. But it's some bullshit though. But yeah. And I won't read this. She's so desperate to find a home in this space. So bad since Sheila supporters in her day ones called out for the snake that she is. Yeah, she's a piece of shit. I already know. She's irrelevant. She's done. Fuck that bitch. But anyways, she's been done. And she's gonna be finished real soon. But somebody's gonna air her out. I don't really care anymore because she's getting guillotined in the future. So she ain't welcome over here. Fuck out of here. Ain't nobody wants you. She'll get run out again. I can't wait till Dusty start flaming her ass, man. Because I know how he is. He's passionate. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody's going to call it out eventually. A man's going to call it out. Sheila fucked up for being dumb. So I don't co-sign that. She's gone too. I already know. Let the doxing begin. And I ain't saying that to be personal, but let the doxing begin. It's over, man. I mean, that group, you got to be careful with that sector, roast and beef sector. That's a money grab. That's a troll grab. It's kind of like GMTs, but you got to be careful because a lot of them be doxing over there, like swapping left and right. But yeah, man, like I ain't worried about that tonight. This is Veterans Day because I mean, when I did that liberalism stream, it was cool. We had a great conversation and everything else. But tonight's a little different. I felt like, let me talk about Veterans Day. I don't usually celebrate Veterans Day, But I mean, I have veterans in my family. Don't get me wrong. And my grandfathers, rest in peace to them. They were World War II vets, and they served a great time in World War II. They was in the Navy. You know what I'm saying? Learned a lot from them, especially my mom's father. And that's how I got into history and all that shit. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. But it's a great thing. I feel like it's a special day, even though they get treated like shit over here in this country, which is kind of funny. That's the whole thing. And salute Joe W. And yeah, man. Veterans Day edition. I think, I hope the general just come through if I open up this panel later of this discussion. You know what I mean? Veterans Day is something else. I think people don't truly celebrate it because Thanksgiving's around the corner. We're still in Scorpio season on the tail end of the Sagittarius. Ooh, it's kind of weird, but let me look at the listings. I mean, I'm over here acting a fool over here. Let me see what's their season. Let me go to my astrology shit. Let me go to my spiel. Oh, November 22nd to the 21st of December. Okay, Sagittarius season starts on the 22nd of November. Okay, we're great. Okay, Scorpio fixed sign season, October 23rd, November 21st. Oh, okay. So the 21st of November is Scorpio season. Gotcha. It'll end on the 21st. We're stuck in it, guys. So we are November 11th. We're still in Scorpio season until the 21st. After the 21st, goats are not humans. But anyways, Capricorn season starts on the 22nd to January 19th, probably on DS1's birthday. Shouts out to him. The Capricorns will stop right there, but that's a whole nother beast. I'm not going to talk about Capricorn season. That's the 10th house right now. Once we get to the 11th house, the Aquarius month is crazy. The truth shall set you free. The reformers, social reformers, the visionaries, the Aquarians, the knowledge, the air and water. Pisces, the dreamers. We're going to deal with that next year, but I ain't even worried about that. Ugh. And that's the tail end of it. But they're always dreaming big. Sometimes I'm like, their dreams will be crazy. I just walk away. And then we go back to the first zodiac, Aries season. That's gonna be hell. And I ain't even worried about the Taurus. I ain't even think about it. See, y'all done got me into my spiel. But yeah, man. Y'all done got me into my spiel. I gotta talk about Veterans Day, man. I should have talked about it earlier this morning, but I didn't realize it was Veterans Day. I said, wait a minute. The 11th. I don't usually celebrate it like that, but you got families you celebrate too, and people, it's just crazy. They said, belated happy 246th birthday to all my fellow U.S. Marines, past and present. Oh, shouts out to the Marines, man. I didn't know you was a Marine. Shouts out to you, man. Yeah, it's y'all's day, man. I'm glad. Okay, this Thursday Thrills is going to be different. It's not like any Thursday Thrills when we talk about in discussions. We're going to talk about, we might talk about a little military history, right? I know people love Hannibal and tactics. We talked about this on various streams. I did on streams on him too. I got playlists of Hannibal. Greatest generals of all time. You can talk about our generals is great in the Marines and the Navy and all that stuff. Like I would say, like not generals, but admirals and lieutenants and all that stuff. Cadets, your little soldiers, the ships, fleets. You talk about greatness, right? I think me and Ward Master talked about that last night. But, on Veterans Day, you just pray for your fallen brothers that serve the country that you love and say it's great. It's a great time. That shit is so wild, man. It's just like wild at this point. I'm not even worried about it. And I'm just like, man, it's just not new at this point. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? It's a Veterans Day edition, I say, Yeah, and I'm glad I put that on the timeline. But after all, yeah, it's gonna be a great Veterans Day. But I didn't realize it was Veterans Day. I said, wait a minute, and I said my dad was telling me about that. Yeah, his father was a veteran. My mom's father was. I think my uncles were too, but they served their countries very well. But but it's a big deal. People love it and they celebrate it. And they talk about a lot of their stories. I mean, General had some funny stories. I mean, about the military, what they used to do and the jobs they did, and they just served and whatever. Some people did some combat action, which is great, cool stories. And some people just want to keep it funky. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, yeah. And that's just what it is. So, okay, hold on for a minute. Say shift 5, shift 6. Oh wow, okay, that's simple. I didn't know that. But as what I'm saying, like, yeah, man, it's a good time if you're celebrating your loved ones that's alive, and even the ones that passed, whatever. It's great to celebrate your history and things like that, what you contribute in the military. But it's a good thing. And it's a special day. I mean, it's a special Thursday night. I know some people it's Friday night over there, in the Asian Pacific time over there. Wherever you are in the world, just to be proud that you serve your nation as a hero to others. I ain't saying hero to the world, but hero to others. Some people say you are a hero, you're a soldier, yay. But you got some assholes hating on you. Don't mind them. They don't realize how great they got it. They realize that they don't know how great they got it. Because once you realize that, see, when I was younger, I used to be anti this and that, but I grew out of that shit. What's going on, College James? Salute to you. Greetings. Um, you gotta understand something. A lot of times people don't understand they have a purpose, what they serve and what they believe in and things like that. A lot of people, they just gonna be hating on everybody and things like that. I'm just like, I'm just like, what's going on over here? But and I'm just like, yeah, yeah. And it's crazy right now because I know it's Veterans Day and people don't realize yet. Thursday night football is here, and people say I'm trading my football, but they don't realize it's Veterans Day. It's a holiday. I know some people got worked off of government, whatever, and some people had to work on Veterans Day, which is obvious. I think I had to work on it, and I was off on Veterans Day because I'm not sure, but people celebrated and some didn't. It was on jobs and stuff. And we appreciate y'all service, man. And shouts out to Charles. I sent a comment to him, and he had his army picture, and I appreciate his service. And he gave me that, what he's done for the country. I mean, shouts out to Charles Faulkner himself. And shouts out to Cerulean that was in the Navy, and shouts out to DeAndre. He was in the Navy as well. Joe W., the Marines, or something like that, or Navy or whatever, or the General, the Army. All you brothers in these spaces, man. Shouts out to y'all, man. Y'all are the true modern heroes for the youth. You know what I'm saying? And and I appreciate when people lay their jobs on the line and risk. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no hate over here. No, there's some good brothers in the military. It's just like you got some in law enforcement. I'm not fans with the bullshit they do, but I understand the culture of the job, and it's hard, because when I was younger, I was had that anarchy mind, but I grew out of that stuff when you get older, and I started to agree with what I found yesterday. Yeah, when you get older, when I mentioned that liberalism stream, you get conservative when you get older. I mean, technically, I've always had a conservative mindset, but I'm too conservative. I think that's a great thing. I've never had liberal tendencies. Thank God. Whew. I cannot stand liberal tendencies. That's just me. I mean, you may have certain views, but I'm not extremely liberal. Hell no. But I get it. Because some people subscribe to that. But it's different levels to it. It's just a word loose around. To me, I think liberalism lost its meaning. I mean, what I said last night was pretty simple and laissez-faire. It's kind of basic, but I'll talk about it next week. That's a whole nother beast and spiel I'm about to get into. I might do a self live stream talking about it tomorrow, whatever. It's just tonight. We're gonna see what tonight does. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of those things that you can realize what's going on, right? And you got to stick with it. You got to make sure everything is going to be fine. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not worried about what's going to happen or anything. So, as what I'm saying, like in so many words, I'm not trying to please anyone, you know, people's in the little drama and things like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I keep it 1,000 with you. I'm just being myself on here, and then it's honorable, man. It's a privilege. But some people, they just love the time and energy that y'all spent. But it's always good. It's always good that people come through and support and whatever. But yeah, but these past streams I've been consistent. I've been doing my thing. But I enjoyed last night, and then early this morning, talking even off air. It was great. During Veterans Day, I mean, wherever y'all day is, but tonight, this is gonna be those nights you could be, it's that addition. And I think happy Veterans Day for all the veterans, even the ones in the chat, even the ones outside the chat that's watching in the air in the clouds. And we appreciate you. This is a special Thursday Thrills Day on Veterans Day edition. And you got my respect. And you don't see a lot of times coming around. But in these spaces, I remember there was veterans that I seen that led the standard, like Black Pride, that used to be, I believe he used to be in the Navy. He was a good dude. I used to watch his content and a few others. That's what built this space. It's the backbone of the former Manosphere days. That was the backbone. It was the military and law enforcement. That's why I've noticed. And when you have that, we're oftentimes, we see them as villains, right? As I have this avatar, I'm like a villain. I'm crushing lives and taking names. Chaos. That's what you want. Like a disruptor of the BS that people go on in these spaces. That's why I have the skull, man. I'm not playing. And a lot of people don't like that avatar. Now, I chose it for a very specific reason. I'm always arrogant, man. You can't stop me. I crush shit. Just keep it pushing. I'm in a whole nother dimension. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's not going to mess with me when I'm in another dimension. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the whole concept, what you have. That's just me and anybody else. And anybody else cannot deal with that. Right? And that's just how you go forward with it. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I know y'all can hear me loud and clear, but what I'm saying lately is we got to be straight with each other. You could have a decent conversation without the scuffles and things like that. And, we can have our little fun, our little pettiness, and we just be cool afterwards. But, yeah, my boy's a player, man. My boy's a player. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. I guess he's trying to keep the trolls out, I guess. Yeah. She trying to find that home over there. Yeah, because see, his channel's popping, but hey, they came through there. Everywhere she goes, she dismantles shit. But hey, teach his own. But hey, he got to contain, which is good. But you know what I'm saying? But that's going to prove that little gangsters, right? But we ain't going to pray for nobody. They've been warned. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be fine. It's just another day, another dollar. We're going to be all right. So people got their little purpose. And I think, oh shit. I think it's my headset acting up. Oh man. Might have to get some monitoring. Yeah, headset thing. But this mic is something else. It's crazy. What's going on, Shar? Greetings to you. And that's just what it is, man. Like, this Veterans Day is gonna be special because this night's gonna be something. We may joke a night about. I ain't gonna talk about the stream I did last night. I'm gonna see it first. I'll probably watch it tomorrow. It's 11 hours. It's fucking crazy as hell. That's some crazy shit. I mean, I'm glad it didn't get taken down. And I'm happy. You know why I'm happy? I'm glad it didn't get taken down because I feel like I'm relieved. You know what I mean? I enjoyed it, and I told Warmaster I did great. I had to cut the bitch off, man. It was too long because I know he's cool with the sound effects and shit like that. But you know what I'm saying? And I'm not even tripping anymore, man. Like, oh man, Ty's on. Oh, hold on, let me get my boy Ty City for a minute, y'all. Y'all bear with me. Y'all bear with me. Yeah, Ty City in the building. Cause I know he's live right now, but he'll be off. He only do but 2 to 3 hours. He's minimum. Man of the week. Let me go over here. I'm tired of listening to that shit over at Auntie's. He got that subscriber shit. We allow trolls over here. We time trolls out. What's the point when you have a blue room? You know what I'm saying? That's when people want to subscribe and that crazy. You can't do that. You lose credibility like that. Because people going to look at you side-eyed afterwards. They say, oh, he's trying to protect her. I mean, last night and tomorrow, this past, I would say today, like in the morning, it was excellent, man. Like, we in here. I'm glad it didn't get flagged, man. Ooh, I got a lot of views. Thank God. It was a big replacement for that Monday stream. I was upset when I had to do I was gonna do Sunday Madness. What made me angry because when I got hit with that copyright, man, I had to get my views back. I had to work hard again. I did self live streams. I said I was gonna do this, and it's beautiful, man. And I bounced back. I told you I'm back in the algorithm. Thank God, man. I'm gonna be a beast to this shit. I'm used to having fun doing content because I remember when you do YouTube is very slippery as a motherfucker. It's slippery. It's slippery like a beast. You can't get mad. That's just part of it. They're gonna try to get you angry and rattled and be like, man, you supposed to do this and do backflips. I ain't doing shit. I ain't doing shit, y'all. I'm sick of that bullshit. Bullshit. And he said Elgato Boomer. Let's put them weak ass mics on there. Come on, man. Nobody likes Elgato. On call El Ghetto. Yeah, it's me. El Ghetto. Yo, yeah, El Ghetto. Let me stop. Man, they just funny as shit. You know what's funny? Me and Warmaster talk about the Sure brand, the Blue brand is being overrated on YouTube, and people don't know shit about. There's other microphones, other gear. You can be multifaceted with your gear. It's sad, people use different brands, but you got the same ones that are messed up. I don't hate people like that. It's just, I mean, it's cool, but what's the purpose of trying to follow everybody else? I know it's kind of funny and cool to some people, but sometimes it's that person. Get what I'm saying? And you just got to realize some people just want to follow trends and shit. I mean, I follow certain trends that make sense, not these silly trends that people have and think it's the standard, and it's bullshit. You got to have critique. This is what I'm going to talk about. Shit. What I was going to talk. Damn, I got it scheduled. Damn. I was going to talk about it. Whatchamacallit? Probably next week. Not this coming up Sunday, but the next week. I will say 2 weeks from now, I'm going to bring the series back because I feel like the independent thinkers, I need to bring that back. and explain something to people, and this is related to all social media and this site or any site, it helps you get away from people that's dumb. Because a lot of times they just fuck your shit up and there you are. And it just gets damning after times. Oh Lord. I saw something on Instagram. I ain't gonna tell y'all. I saw a fool on there. Oh shit. Let me stop making fun of people. Let me stop making fun of people. I be trolling on those sites like Twitter and Instagram. I don't pay me no mind. Don't act like I don't exist on there. Don't even try to follow me back. It's not even worth it. I ain't trying to get exposed like that. It's I caught you with them women. I'm like, shut your hands up. You don't know me, nigga. You don't know me. This is for the veterans. That's some bullshit by hoes over here. Oh, let me stop. Let me stop being an asshole. But no. That's not the topic of the night. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to down people what they like and their preference. I mean, let's just keep it honest. Some people just crazy on here, man. Like you got to be real. You got to be real with yourself. I mean, yesterday was fun. I enjoyed it. It was a great exercise, and there you are. And he said makes two. Yeah. And it's just like you got to be on that type of time. And that's just what it is, man. And like, I mean, I try not to make fun of people on other social media sites. And then when you get a message and I just troll them, I'm soft trolling them right now because I don't care for them like that. I really don't. And I told that to I really don't care for them. I just sit back and let them act stupid because the whole purpose of those sites, you're entertained. Those websites, those social medias, or what you call social networks, I come there to entertain those. I don't really do nothing constructive with them. I don't give a fuck. YouTube, I can do something constructive. Them other two sites that I just mentioned, I don't really do nothing constructive. See, I'm being honest with my petty on that side. So I see everything. You know what I'm saying? I try to be above board what the drama is, the latest and things like that. But on this channel, it's not a drama channel, but I'm more like a reporter to see what's going on. And people talk about the silliest topics, and then I just dissect them, see what we think about them and how silly it is. They could take the stuff that we love to talk about and they just misuse it. I just hate that when they be on panels. That's why I did the one with liberalism. Liberalism is another one. These dudes in the space talk and they abuse it, say, it represents the left. You're a leftist and all that shit. And I'm glad I did that stream, man. I mean, I'm glad they didn't take that bitch down. I'm gonna do a part 2 to it. The first one was long, but the next one was just crazy. But always gone low cast. Salute, man. But yeah, man. Ain't about how much you pull, it's how much effort you do in it. Cause I get a lot on the replay. Don't you worry. Cause everybody's streaming at the same time in the night. But over time, if you're still going, people gonna bounce in and out. That's just their thing. That's gonna change this winter. Let me tell you something. That's gonna change this winter. If people's at home, you'll be surprised to be a lot of eyes. They say, "Who's going here?" Remember in 2020 when people had the pandemic effect when they was stuck inside. Let me tell you something. A lot of eyes was glued to those fucking screens. A lot of eyes was glued to the screens. See, I might start out with 10 people when I get on. Think about it. That can happen this winter because I don't know what winter is going to be like because I remember people start out with 4 in the summer and then I think in the spring they start out. If you have a big channel, it'd be like 10 or more. But when you're a small channel, super small channel like us, it'll be less than that. And then you come to find out they get more. But that winter of last year was no joke. I would say the whole year was no joke. Everybody was tripping. They was sitting. And boy, you know how many people got views last year? Because last year, I'll never forget, before I even started streaming on this type of content on here on my YouTube channel, I would say this technically my second channel. I didn't think, let me tell you something. I didn't think I was going to do this. Let me tell you a secret. I didn't think I was gonna ever do this since last year. Last year I should have came back and did something like this, but I never would have thought I would have done this. Never. Because I studied a lot of things, I've been on panels. I've been to panels. It's super easy and it was fun. What's going on, Absalon? Salute, bro. And that's just one of those things. Like, I didn't think I ever was gonna do this. Ever. Ever. And then till I found out it's recognizable. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of helps in so many words. And I feel like when you have these type of conversations, man, like they're meaningful because I remember last year I was going, I believe it was Wacky Worlds at first on panels. I was the first. Then I went on the Brain Trust later on. A few other panels, of course. Y'all see me over there with MOT. That was like months and months, and then I cut his ass off in March. You know how that went. But that's a whole nother topic. What's going on, Bunker? And with the CUDA thing, I ain't gonna get into that. That's a whole nother spew on that. That's off air conversation on that. That dude's done to me. Y'all can watch his ass all you want to, but y'all gonna see. Y'all see it's true. It's a pattern with him. I had to study his content, so I can't fool with people's vendettas and BS and going after one ideology. That's ridiculous. I mean, you could be fair about it. That's why I did the liberalism stream based off that, what I was capturing in my mind. And I felt like I need to talk about it, right? And I said, it's a good discussion. But see, all those streams is accumulated what I've learned from last year. But I was heavy on the brain trust. I was heavy. We was talking about topics, watches, open topics. We was talking about sapiosexualism. We got into that. That lasted for a great while until the split, of this year. I would say the first part of January, I was talking about utilitarianism. I brought that up in the stream last night and early this morning. And I look back at that stream, I did very well with the pre-records. They were decent. The views may not have been great, but still the concept was there. I was coming back. Then I did another pre-record. Whatchamacallit? Another pre-record on the same thing in February. So I did it twice in January and then I did it in February. I did it on the phone. That's what I was doing on the computer and reading my ass off, right? And next thing you know, let me tell you something. And next thing you know, I start doing great. And once I did it, I paused for those 2 months. But that March shit, that's what changed a whole lot. And I had to re-examine what I was going to do content-wise. Then when I met Kuda for the first time, I'll say March 2nd. That's when I've been on panels a lot over there versus I was last year. See, last year I was kind of like of a panelist. That was super fucking easy until this year because I was stuck on the election and shit with Biden and Trump. You know how that went. And then after that, March was something else. That was a hell of a time. I was trying to get back into the swing of content. Once I started doing content in April, it all started in April. And I'll tell you something. The people that came in April was Wacky. She were here and a few other people. Dwayne. It was a small thing. Very, 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 very small thing. Very small thing. Because it realized I wasn't by myself. I did this shit. And it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all that, it's all to be. And that's just how it is. He said the unrighteous ones and inside and outside. Oh my God. There you go. Y'all killing me, man. With y'all's content, bro. Ain't nobody care about y'all like that. Like y'all killing me, man. With that shit, man. Like y'all killing me. Y'all killing me. Oh, that chat's dead in NT. Sorry, NT. Let me get out of there. Man, this shit's dead. Damn. Feel sorry for NT, man. That shit is dead. Woo! Once he blocked the trolls, ain't nobody messing with NT, man. Oh, man, don't do that. That's that angry man move. See, lead attorney does that shit. Subscribers only. That'll kill your shit. What's going on, YG? Salute. But I'm just saying, man, that whole April, I learned a lot before I had the extra gear on me. And I said, you know what? Well, August 3rd, when I did that last, I'll say August 3rd. August 2nd, this is before I was trying to get the gear. On August 3rd, when I did the Zodiac shit, it got less views. But the next day, I was talking about the Locks versus Dipset. Boy, it was in the morning time until the afternoon. Boy, I had a field day on that stream. Once I had the new gear, I just went crazy. Ever since then, I just went crazy with it. I just went crazy with the gear. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, yeah, and used it. And that shit, I just went skyrocketing. And ever since then, I started gaining some subs and things like that. But but I didn't really care at the time because I'm blacklisted. But for me, I'm just like, okay, I'm starting back in the swing of things. And I'm talking about myself right now because this is Veterans Day. Oh, look back at it now in the months. I was like, man, I'm doing this. And I know this is November. I can't believe I'm still doing this. YouTube. And then in the months, I mean, from August to now, it's incredible. It's a big change because I would say in April was a huge change because I had content then. I was doing streams left and right, and I scheduled them periodically and I planned it out. But the best month, August was a good month. September was one of the best months I did, and I started buying more. And then I started doing October. October was a good month. It's actually one of the best months I've ever had online. Great experience on YouTube, and I enjoy every hell of it. Did content, acting crazy, been on other people's platforms, and it's a nice balance. But once I did the some arrangements of my schedule, I did good on October. October, I did very good. Did a couple of after streams there and there. There was a fallout at the end of the month, so that's all good. But after that, boom, start over and did good. But November was also a good month this year. This is a good month. Got content then. I've been growing and I'm in the algorithm ever since I lost that stream. That means I'm back. That was 9 years ago. The last time I had a community strike, that was like 9 years ago. I told that to War Master, I am good over here. I am in the clear. Okay, I'm not even part of that nonsense. I'm just over here having fun. If they want to come out here, it's guillotine season over here. Just give me time. I'll be in the algorithm again. I'll be on a higher scale this time. But this format, man, doing this is a pleasure. This channel did not, let me tell you something. This channel did not look like this. This channel, the icon, the avatar, this did not look like this. All you saw, if you watch my old streams, I'll give you an example. If you watch my old streams, you see this old avatar right here. You see that shit, right? That was for a while until I took pictures on the phone like this when you saw my backyard, and that's my signature for the outside streams and things like that on the sky and the trees. Then I start going with Aridin. That's at nighttime. Go with him, chopping heads. It's my signatures. And then when I start getting that mic gain, I start getting different. And then you start seeing this at nighttime when I do with the politics. Check and mate. I'm going to go over check and mate. I'm being petty right now. Let me go back to this. But yeah, man. Yeah. Process. It takes time to build your platform in the streaming world and just have your own little spot. And CG3, like he told me months ago, he said, man, wherever you're doing, keep doing what you're doing. He said that. And that's the thing. That's a shot. Yeah, I'm going in today. He's been quiet lately, but yeah. But man, it's just like I didn't think that was necessary. But I was looking at this channel, man, like how much it done grown from April until now. It's just funny, man. It's just funny. Yeah. Yeah, man. He said, I am she. What's going on? Are you new? Oh, how long it took me? It took me about, I'll say from April. It took me a lot of months to build this channel, streaming style of channel of content, this newer content I'm doing. It took me those type of months. I'll say from April, from November, for those couple of months. But to build this channel, it took me almost a decade to get it right because I was pre-recording years ago. It's a little different now. If you want to talk about a long time ago, oh, I did it right. I was dismantling a lot of dudes that I used to be cool with and stuck with the path. Then I took a 4-year hiatus, 2019, and came back. And it was actually a 6-year hiatus because I wasn't doing content then the next year because the pandemic came and it became a whole nother story. And after that, this year, I decided to come back with a pre-record, and the streaming thing was popular. And all of a sudden, I just became that entity. And ever since I became that entity, I started doing damage. I start going in and just being myself. And the content is just crisp and clear. But see, over time, I learned that from March. But in April, when I started actually streaming, I had fun with it. And then the numbers gone up over time. Yeah, it was low at first, but once I had that audience, that was it. I need that special audience. Since I got 1,000 already, I got that from 2019. That was 4 years later. It took me 4 years to get that. Long time. I was like blacklisted. I was saying some wild stuff back in the day. And now I'm in my 30s. I'm like, it's different now. You have a different audience, a mature audience, and you're good. And I look at my analytics. I'm like, oh, that's why I'm on. And it's all good. It's all good. So, yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it took me a while. Oh, who's on the chopping block? Shh. At this point, is anybody. I already know the leech is. And the rat house better just keep and stay in her lane. She lied over at Wacky, so I ain't got time for a clown behind. That shit's a dumpster fire. I'm not gonna have that conversation. I'll wait until the shit blows over. And I ain't gonna say I told you so. No, you should have known. You know, we good. I keep my distance. I try to not to go at people like that. They up out of there, man. They up out of there. So I'm good on that. She said, did you give all the guy a solution for getting a physical address for his driver's license issue? Yeah. You talking about War Master? Yeah, War Master. He has a solution. He just got to get out of California. It's kind of tricky. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, War Master's good. We talked off air. He's gonna work out some little tweaks in his little program. He's trying to get out of there, man. Like, yeah, War Master's cool. I met him over at Kudos on the Rose Scholar stream. He's trying to get his, this thing right. He'll be all right. And that's just how, he's gonna work around and find his way. But he's a good dude. But yeah, he's fine. Yeah, War Master will be fine. I know exactly what stream software you use. At this point, it's StreamYards for now, but I was thinking about OBS and things like that. I'm trying to do Restream. I'll think about that in the future. I'm looking around. But you know what I'm saying? But outside, I just use the YouTube stream. That's it. I'm careful what I'm saying on there, but you only show yourself. I'm eventually going to use the camera. Yeah. Grass, Monsino, War, Rod, send them. And yeah, there you go. Oh, okay, Bunker. Yeah. She said, good deal. I love seeing heads on pikes. Oh, yeah. Same here, Rashawn. Yeah. The villain spirit is here, man. We're going to have some fun tonight. It's a lot of shit, but I warned people. But I did saw Mr. No Light Side. They're your peoples. I done told War Master last night and today's morning, early this morning. I said we tried to tell him about this the alphabet group. I tried to tell him he can't say nothing bad about it. He got to scrub half of his content. He said, they're your peoples. They're your peoples. They're your fucking peoples. But you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But as a content creator, you got to do your thing. So you can't just cry about a lot of things and just got to keep doing. And he said, hello, my villains and villainesses. Yeah, the villain spear. All hail to the gray skull. And that's it. But yeah, happy Veterans Day for all the veterans that serve. It's a great day for y'all. I mean, this is Veterans Day edition. You can talk about military politics or military history, concepts, usual. We can talk about a little bit of the drama, what's going on. But I'm over at Skywatching Tie City right now. He's talking about who's he talking about? Kid Cudi, Man of the Week. Yeah, let me give him a like. What the fuck I'm doing? I know he going in. Bronze Dips over there acting fools over there. Whew, auntie. I feel sorry for you, bro. I mean, shouts out to you though. You gonna be all right. I ain't gonna hate on auntie. I just can't. He's my boy. He's all right. I know he's trying to protect certain individuals, but oh shit, the chat's kind of dead. They sky watching. Man, let me get the fuck up out of here. let me stop trying to chat hot. And it's funny when you're doing stream. I should be talking, but it don't matter. People gonna go where they gonna go. I love my shit. Black Mirror, Nosedive, Kevin Samuels, Brittany Renner. Oh my god, they still talking about that BS. Man, Ism did a 3-hour stream. Shouts out to Ism. Y'all subscribe to Ism, man. He's got his own lane and everything. The Maca Spear, yeah. UD said he got an unrighteous ones inside and outside in the space. Oh, he's still mad about that third war shit, man. Come on, man. Yeah, he's gonna stop coming around. I know he's cool with Beach, but excuse me, Leech. My fault. I ain't gonna call it Beach. I'm gonna say Leech. It's sad, bro. But that's part of life. You deal with what you got to deal with. War Master, he's doing good. He's probably resting right now because he that 11-hour stream takes a lot out of you. He was looking at Kuda doing streams. Now, Kuda, I'm gonna tell you something about him. Kuda will be back in time with his other channel, but he's also his main channel. Kuda has a pattern, man. He has his own sleep patterns. He's not streaming like much. He's doing other things. That's why y'all should not worry. He's gonna be fine. Because if I'm on the roll, if he wants to catch up to my shit, it's a lot of shit to catch up. Because I did a lot. This month. I'm on a roll, and yeah, you got good times and different people coming through. But you got certain people that don't want to come through. But yeah, we will do a part 2 of liberalism again, and that's going to be next Wednesday. And I'll see what the schedule is like. But yeah, man, like that's what it is. That's what it is. You just can't hate on somebody and just can't say that we ain't doing nothing over here. We're doing something over here. Y'all can't say I ain't producing nothing. I got a lot to say. I got content for days, man. Like a lot of people, they just want to do what they want to do. I know people are just going to get upset, whatever, but that's all good. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I know people is going to hate, but that's part of the game. That's part of the game. I'm not even tripping anymore because what I was saying in so many words, people just going to get tired or whatever. And they just like, yeah. Well, shouts out to Shaka Nulu, man. He streamed, what was it? Was it yesterday, Wednesday, or is it the day before? Yeah, it was that night. I think it was Tuesday night. He impressed me. He impressed me. He needs to go live more often, even though he used that Zoom. I don't even like Zoom. I'm just sorry. That's like a Windows app. If you want to win this app, I'm just let y'all know that's y'all's thing. You know what I'm saying? And if you like that, that's cool. And that's it. Yeah, I got liberalism and Sunday Madness this coming up on the 14th. That's gonna be in the afternoon. That ain't gonna be a long stream, by the way. Because if people don't want to come through, that's just like a chill day. It's open discussion. Anybody can come through. I don't know how long that's gonna be. Because Sunday, once I get in stream mode, I'm not gonna be bothered. And I'm gonna do my thing, and you know what I'm saying, and people are gonna get quiet, whatever. And once I do that stream, I'll start talking and then just do my pieces and my thesis, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like once you get in that mode, you be on fire. What's going on, Kane? Salute. And once you get in your thesis, man, that Sunday is gonna be something else. That's gonna be at 3:10 Eastern time. And I think the next week I will do Embrace Independent Thinkers. That's gonna be on a Monday. I might schedule that around 7 Eastern. And it may extend the next day. You know how it is. Monday and Tuesday. I'm gonna do those series more often. It always start on a Monday and whatever the conversation is. And it goes back to what we're saying. It ain't much to talk about, but you know, it's one of those series I'm going back to. I'm gonna revisit. Liberalism. Number 2, we're going to do part 2, and it's going to be called Economic Liberalism Edition. I might have to add that. I might have to. Yeah, that's in my description. It's part 2. That's what we're going to talk about. And of part 1. Because we mentioned that in part 1 in the first go around. And in part 2, we're going to discuss that. Because we did stuff about economics and everything else in part 1 on that long live stream. It's long too. It's 11 hours. Y'all check that out. If y'all didn't get the chance, it was 11 hours and 1 minute and 22 seconds. Hell of a stream. Only one dislike, which is great. That's a great sign too. So I'm doing very well. You know, I ain't scheduled no other streams afterwards, but just give me time, man. Like, you know, we're in here. We're in the building. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not worried. What's going on, Degenerate? Salute, man. Salute. Yeah, this is Veterans Day. Yay. Celebrate as you can, man. It's no fucking hate over here. It's no hate in my heart over here on the veterans. Not tonight. Now, this is y'all's day. I'm going to give you something on the Thursday Thrills. I know people is tired of the BS and they love drama. But, you know, we're going to have a little jokey joke tonight and just keep it real. So, you know, I was looking at some I think I subscribed to this dude, like Warren told me to subscribe. He is kind of funny. He's a white guy though. You tripping. A lot of these dudes is funny. They always talk bad about women all day. I don't take those fucking dudes seriously. You know what I'm saying? That's just one of the things I just keep it a buck like that. I'm like, all right. Is that what you're gonna talk about? He says low profile. I'm gonna put this in my what I'm gonna do is put this up here. I got to wave. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of videos I'm gonna put in my watch later. I just been watching gear lately. I'm sorry. Ain't nothing to watch on YouTube but the gear stuff that I'm interested in. Tell you, when you're in the tech and doing this, you just acting crazy with it. Ain't watched sports in a minute. I know the stats and everything. You know, I need a lot of catching up to do before I get tired of streaming. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. I don't want to play nothing on here because it's, oh, you playing somebody's shit. I don't want to get struck again. So you know how that goes. So Let's look at ePost microphone. Yeah, I gotta see some reviews on that shit. After I get done with this stream, I'm gonna have to see some reviews. I was thinking about it. I said, nah, it's cool, but that's something to think about. That's something to think about. And that's it. After that, I'm good. I can use them for something. And that's the thing I'm gonna try to do. But do what you got to do. Everybody likes the G track and shit. Okay, yeah, ain't that much. Look at this interface. PreSonus 25th anniversary. Yeah, use the Scarlet. Interesting. Oh yeah, black. I'm gonna keep it on here. Ain't that much, but yeah, I'm doing great over here. So she said 11 hours. She's I'm not a six figures. Yeah. I mean, yeah, 11 hours. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, it take a lot out of you. I mean, I went to bed around 1 p.m. I had to get breakfast and everything else, but I took a nap prior to when I did that stream. It was around, I'll tell you the timeline. It was 8:10 Eastern time, right? 8:10 Eastern time, right? I took a nap somewhere around, I'll say about 2 something, 3 something, but slept a couple of hours, so I was drained from other stuff. Then I wait on a couple more hours to do the stream around 8, and that last me for hours. I was up all hours to the night, and it lasted for like 11 hours. I ended around 6 something. I told people in the chat, I said, "All right, y'all, we're out," and I said, "Peace." And next thing you know, boom, we just up out of there. You know what I'm saying? And that lasted for hours. Because I usually do 10 the most. If it's a great conversation, just kill it. But it did win another 11 hour. That was another one. That's my second time doing that. Because I know how long a War Master will be talking. I didn't stop him. You know what I'm saying? And that would have been it. I would have moved on and just kept on going. You know what I mean? That's the fucked up thing about it. So yeah, that's a whole series. What's going on, Go P? But yeah, that's a long. Yeah, some people do that. I mean, me, it's like leisure, but I'm just saying, like, it happens. It happens. You get in a conversation like that, it happens. And I had to get my rest. I said, nah, I wasn't gonna do this. No 12, 13. No, I don't do that. That ain't me. I cut that bitch off. But the conversation gets good when you talk about a little bit of politics and make it structured like that. I start out doing the research and the links in the beginning of the stream. If you watched, it was a little discussion, little pushback from War Master on beliefs. We discussed it. It was cordial as hell. And then it delved into something else, but it's a whole buildup of the conversation of what I was talking about at the beginning of the stream. And I reference and I go back to what I said in the beginning of the stream. I kind of repeat what I say. So it really lasted for like a couple of hours, and he dipped. And the conversation was gonna be great. And then it lasted like 11 hours. So it's a great stream for me. Tonight it's a little different because I don't know how people feel. Because I know this is Veterans Day for everybody. Shouts out to everybody, all the veterans in here, even Go P and everybody else. Shouts out to people. So it just shows you it is what it is. Like, I'm not worried because I know it's like, oh, we're an hour in. Are we good? We good right now. But yeah, it's a lot of people was on the chopping block tonight. I said, you know what? Let me do a Veterans Day edition. I'm not gonna do that tonight. I'll do that on myself live streams, and sometimes I do it on these streams. But but you got a specific person gets upset and about coming after it. Like, no, you gotta if you're part of that, take the heat and don't get out the kitchen. I mean, several streams reference and messaging, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm not trying to diss nobody. I just call how I see it. And it's crazy, man. Like, yeah, in these spaces, I'm not even worried anymore. So yeah, I'm not even tripping. Yeah, man. It takes skill to do this shit. And once I learn, I'm just yeah. But yeah, I mean, when you run a stream like this, you be like, okay, a lot of views, but that yeah for 11 hours. But we was getting views prior that, and that's how you get more. But if you watch the stream, you understand why it costs a lot. A lot of it's from the playback, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. You're doing great things. When you do it by yourself, man, it's a different beast. It gives you confidence. You know, and some people can be a one man show, and you just go around and just like saying, "Hey, this is your thing" and whatever. So yeah. Oh damn. Woo-wee. Ant, you don't want to start out like that. I know he's got enough subscribers, but Ant, you don't want to start out like that, my boy. Man. Oh, by the way, I did see that Trevor Noah destroyed the journalists who want to cancel comedy. Let's speak on that. Let's speak on that. This woman tried to force him what he thought about us over here. He's always been that way. I watched his little stand up. He's a little funny. I'm not big on him, but I like what he said to that British what's the word? British cunt. Or should I say British hunt? Oh my god, I cannot stand those type of British people that are from the BBC. I cannot fucking stand them. The fuck out of here. Like, it's just disgusting to me. When I saw this on a pre-record, right? And then I had to post this on the community tab. Oh my God. And I had to post it somewhere else on the different Discord, but hmm, awesome, man. Like, he dismantled her arguments and she was trying to conflate things and that crazy. It's just crazy. You don't want to cancel comedy. Get the fuck out of here. If you don't like his comedy, get the fuck out of here. I don't care if he's a guy that I don't like. I don't give a fuck. Get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't like the guy, just get out of there. Let him speak his piece. If I don't like his shit, I don't fuck with him anymore. It's that simple. I don't know what's so hard about people not liking people. Just if you don't want to watch the shit, don't watch it. It's that fucking simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just what I'm saying. Like, y'all should stop giving energy. If you don't like his comedy, why the fuck you watching? You know what I'm saying? You know? He said, yeah, I dipped after seeing the wet helmet duck. Yeah, 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 yeah. I had to. That was disgusting, but you know how it is. But that's his channel. But Auntie's been worse. Yeah. Oh, but hey, Rashawn, you missing when Chess Piece was up there, aka Game Changer, man. That was some funny shit if you watch the replay. But your boy did it for Cat. He said acting like 5'9" giant. Man, that chat was dead, bruh. Don't even worry about it. Cause what you're dealing with, Rashawn, that ain't nothing, man. I'm over at Ty Cities, man. I'm just chilling. Yeah, that chat's dead, bro. Don't even worry about it. That shit will get you drained. It's a bunch of bullshit. But they gonna learn. Each day on at Mace, what happened? Oh, Jerry, you should have been over there. I know you're not subscribed to Auntie. Just people secretly like what they claim to dislike. Exactly. But in comedy, it's a damn shame. Like the Trevor Noah shit, I have to co-sign him a little bit. Yeah, she got emotional. I saw your little chat over there, Auntie's, man. Yeah, she's super emotional, man. She can't take the roasting. She ain't built for like that. It's a lot of people like that. That's why whoever in this winter is gonna grind, it's gonna be me. I'm gonna have to grind even harder because I think a lot of people will stop caring. I mean, I'll support the individual, the host, but the people on this panel, you're gonna see that a lot of people they're trying to get their channels popping, but they'll get destroyed at the end. But we're gonna see. Because next month they out of here. This guillotine season, man. We're not playing with them. They try to come over here with that bullshit, they out of there. I ain't a nice guy. I'm sorry. Your ass is done over here. Last time I tried to help somebody, they spat my hand and I'm done doing that. And then trying to take, no. I need some certain viewership. I'm sorry, but I like the root plays, but sometimes no numbers matter. People look at numbers. To me, it don't matter to me, but if it matters, it's gonna happen. It depends on your audience. My audience is nice. Don't get me wrong. I have a nice audience. It ain't a big audience like a BGS because BGS's audience, I can tell you, they got a bunch of yes men around. I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for them. And what I say last night in this I would say this morning stream about truth, and I told Nino, no, truth is a yes boy. He has to grow out of that shit. That young man that's 19, the young fella, if I was him, learn a lot of shit at 19. Okay, I'll tell you a secret. When I started YouTube, I was like 19. The first half of my first channel, this is back in 2007. I'm 33 right now. That young man should think about his future, or if he just turned 20, I don't know how old he is, or just turned 20. If I was him, learn a lot of shit right now and learn in your 20s and study a lot of shit and balance your mind out, right? Once you get 25, you'll get that grasp of mind and learn how to speak words and put together and start slurring and things like that. Read difficult words and then break it down into syllables that works. And then after that, when you're 25 and almost close to be 30, that's when you get more mature with your knowledge. Now, in 30, you're supposed to be more disciplined with your mind. You don't have to worry about the same old shit all the time because it hits different when you're this age. Because a lot of times it hits different when you had that process, but that's just part of it. I feel like that's just one of those things they build off of. So at that age, I believe you should stick to that. And I was trying to tell Nino he should advance his mind. But in your 30s, that's when you really get on par with your knowledge and put everything together. So in your 20s, in your late teens, you're supposed to learn a lot about people first. When you're younger, you get better over time. Because I lived it. I already know. He's in good hands. He just got to listen more and just be disciplined. That's all. He said, I seen it earlier. They wanted GC to cam up. I was over at Mace. Yeah. Ism did that. He did that last night. He did that yesterday, last night. He told their asses up. Shouts out to Ism. See how quick that ish was underneath her skin. Yeah. I saw Rashawn. Yeah, she's done. Ain't nobody camming up for that bullshit. And I did a stream on. I said nobody's camming up in 2021. Ain't nobody built like that. I'm sorry. These formats. That's the problem. Anybody can count and talk that shit. Don't waste your energy. Don't waste your energy. I know people are gonna hate regardless. But that's okay. I mean, at this point, I don't give a fuck what people think. It depends on people that rock with you, they do. And if they don't, that's it. That's cool. I don't really care. And it's not about the numbers. It speaks for itself. They said drama's a thing. That's because they ain't got no content. I'm gonna bring that mindset again. Evergreen content is real content. When you're evergreen, you don't worry about other shit. But if you're part of stagnation content, I can't fuck with you long term. Your ass is done. Like y'all belong on the guillotine pike, man. I'm sorry, man. They think they're worthy. No, these people think they're worthy, but no, they about to get snipped. They up out of there. I try to be fair to people, but you got to be ruthless on panels. And people come through and talk. But see, they love drama. That's the problem. And that's what we breed, evergreen content facts. And you have to. We knock things down. See, with that liberalism stream, everybody was interested in that topic. You know how many numbers I pulled on that? Yeah. Everybody came through. That took time. I hold that audience. If it's a topic, it's over. This is Thursday Thrill. This is open discussion. Anybody can hop on and ask me anything. I'm on that tip. And this is back to back, by the way. Okay. And once I have those back to back streams, it's good because a lot of times people don't want to come up and they just chill. You know, I'm on the hours in, but see, I've been talking for hours right now, like 1 hour. And that's good. I don't do that more often. I might drop the link around the hour mark. And get some people in here. And it takes time. What's going on, Raven? Yeah. Oh, last night you and Warmaster, man, y'all was funny about the Xbox and PlayStation arguments. That's some funny shit. And then we talked, I think, off air this morning, man. Boy, it was a long stream. I ain't had one of those in a long time. And the last time I did that for 11 hours, I think that was with the General and DeAndre and Tyrone off air. That's some crazy shit. Yeah. That's some crazy shit. He said, was this at Auntie's or Mace? I think the first part was at Mace when he was talking to Kat, talking about the Big Sean guy string. You need to watch that, Degenerate. And then Auntie's live right now. His thing is going to the tanker right now. I mean, shouts out to Auntie, but then there ain't no hate on him. You know, he's going to be all right. He ain't going to the tanker. As long as he's careful with his shit. He's perfect, but you can't troll in the chat because he's got the subscribers only. So you already know what time it is. It's people gonna look at him side-eyed now. They're gonna look at him side-eyed now. So we're gonna see who's gonna win the long game. We're gonna see. A lot of people's auditioning right now. You're gonna see. They should know by now we Capricorns can shut off that emotion switch real quick. Oh, exactly, man. That's what y'all do, man. LeBron does the same shit when he's playing. When he picks a team and he dismantles, you up out of there. That's what Capricorns do. Capricorns don't play. They're very pragmatic what they do. They just go in there and just dismantle shit. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. I have a cousin like that. He's a January Cap. He's married. And he does that shit all the time. When he used to play sports, he's like that all the time. So, yeah, it's all day. So, for me, I'm not even tripping at this point. And once you have that type of content, you just go in there and do your thing. But yeah, man. And that's part of the sphere. You know, people love the manosphere. They love this and that. To me, ain't no manosphere. Dang, he's got a couple people in his chat. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just part of it. You know, he got his cash app. And you know, some people looking live stream right now, but you know, oh, he's got chill out Fridays. Okay, let me check out Juan G's. I put that on the reminder. So Juan's gonna come this Friday. Okay, cool. He's gonna do chill out. Yeah, I'll be over there. Yeah. I know some people got their own things to deal with, but you know, that GC thing, I don't know what the hell. He followed them over at Auntie's. They had an after stream. It was about Cat. It all started over at Mace. I don't give a shit about that shit. See my boy Auntie's tanking. I'm trying to fuck with him. Yeah, that boy's tanking, but they, you know, it's a float. And it goes none mode. Auntie's all right. But you know what I'm saying? You know, but I feel sorry for Auntie, but that's what he got to go through. But he's got an individual I don't even like on the panel. I'm cool with none mode and Cap, the other individual. Hell no. He gonna learn. They gonna learn that she's trying to compete with y'all. She talks shit and throw people under the bus. You gonna get tired of that shit after a while. Y'all dudes, y'all niggas don't get it. She's the problem. It's a piece of shit. And I had problems with her over at the third shift, so she's done. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna learn the hard way. I'm just gonna laugh how stupid niggas fall for that shit. And that's gonna be all over the sphere too. She ain't shit either. They need to be throwing the bus because the problem is you got niggas that think like her too in a male form, which is sad, you know, and that's why I agree with DS1. But sometimes I don't like competing though, not on YouTube. It's not worth it. Because a lot of people they don't come around and mess with me like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I have good content in channel, but I do other things, but I talk my spiel on every Wednesday. But you know, that long live stream just was the tall tale. You know what I'm saying? It was a tall tale. That was probably one of the best streams I did on a political scale. But the next one will do the same thing. You know, it wasn't an open discussion. I just opened up the topic later on. But tonight it's open discussion too. I mean, this is normal. We do these all the time every Thursday. And just keep it 1,000 and that's it. Y'all could talk to me like the next day or whatever. But tonight I'm just gonna keep this up. I'll see where this is go because I know a lot of people are not going to see this right away. But you know, I'm gonna stay up a little bit because I'm a little bored. So yeah, it's Veterans Day edition. So you know, you veterans want to come up, that's cool. Chop it up, whatever. Talk about something different. But yeah, I'm gonna read y'all's comments. He said, I was going to tell him that in the chat, but something told me, nah, he got this. Yeah, he got it. That's on him. He's fine, but over time, he'll realize that. Because what happened to Sheila's, man, that's some awful shit. But you see where that went. I see channels that were decent, and before there was live streams back in the day, I see channels get destroyed by certain individuals that they was cool with, and I seen this a lot back in the day, and they end up stabbing you in the back, and then y'all had to go your separate ways. It happens all the time in black sectors, and it takes a little bit. And I know people just dip out for a minute because they got to go somewhere. That's cool, but people like drama. Like I said, I got to bring some of the old content back and experiment a little bit, because a lot of people, they just going to be who they are. That's just people. I know human nature, and you gotta understand that's just people. People gonna be people regardless, and that's just, you gotta treat people like that sometimes. Yeah, man, you gotta treat people a certain way. You gotta be like, you know what I'm saying? Not even mad anymore. I'm getting to the point. I'm like, I don't even care. At that point, I don't even care. I did 2 conservatism streams. I did that for a very specific reason. The Evergreen versus Stagnation series, and that's pseudo intellectualism, buying fanatics, clickbaiting problem from social media network. This is why I even had gear and stuff. Duracell batteries, art of trolling, talking about my experiences and shit. Next week I will bring the Friday special Madness again, and that's gonna be my final Friday series. If I do a Friday stream, it's gonna have to be strategic. I'm gonna call it something else, and but it's all good. Like I know this is gonna be a dud night, but I'm not stopping just because certain individuals want to, like to play around. But that's okay. This is one of those days, because I had a long live stream early. I'll say early this morning, yes, and last night. It all started last night, and it was long. And we build off the liberalism stream, and it's still here. I won't do a part 2. Don't you worry. It's gonna be 2. Sunday Madness will continue. I'll do streams like every afternoon, and I got something to plan in the winter. In the winter, it's gonna be awesome. A lot of Thursday streams. I did 8 of these. I'm gonna do 9. Probably do 10. Probably 11 or 12. Yeah, do a lot of Thursday streams. Call them Thursday Thrills. That's what I call them. It's a Thursday series. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I always like doing streams on Thursdays because some people don't do them. And it takes time. So you got to understand. But you can't get worried about people not coming through, because I've had less than this, but I was just like, I've noticed something about algorithms and things like that. I was like, woo, it's crazy, man. But but that's the beauty of doing 11 hours. You take that risk. Get what I'm saying? It takes that risk. And some people, they just, they mess who they mess with. And it's cool. Like, I have no issue with anybody on here, because I realize that takes skill, man. But that winter, man, I cannot wait, because it's going to be a different site. And I don't know what I'm going to do around the weekend marks. So, yeah, man. A lot of people going to do their thing. So everybody wants to stream tonight because it's Thursday night. So things about it. Everybody's going to be whatever. So you got to understand something. Not everybody's going to be mentioned like that. So, you know what I'm saying? But, people got their own audience. That's what you got to understand. And I'm learning. Because the audience, that takes time. That takes skill, man. But when I had that audience last night talking about that politics shit, oh, man, everybody came through. And it takes time, man. Like I told you, like I said about myself early in the stream, when I did this, I didn't think I ever was going to get that many people in here. And it took forever to get where I was at. And that took a while. Yeah, but y'all saw that liberalism stream. You understand why I was trying to build off on the political scale. I will do a part 2, man. Just bear with me. I'm there. I'm that type of dude. Like I can get you the places to see the type of content I'm gonna bring. This winter, yes, I will make my bones with Kuda say. I'll definitely make my bones, but it's gonna be strategic because a lot of people is just gonna cut off and act crazy. So, and that's just part of the game, and that's part of it, and I'm not tripping. Because a lot of people, they can be full of themselves one time and they always show their hand at the end of the day. So you got to be mindful who's who, and things will change in a couple of weeks, in the months, and some people just want to be seen, man. And let them get to that. Like I said, let them get to that bag. I ain't worried about no bag, man. People's gonna have their own little preference. They got their little spots, but I didn't think everybody was Thursday stream. I'm like, what the fuck? Thursday stream. Like, everybody's streaming Thursday? It's like, shit. It's a lot of people streaming Thursday, man. Because normally, most people never stream on Thursday. I guess they try and copy what I'm doing, but that's cool. But I didn't think it was, I don't think nothing of it. But that's a good thing. I guess people are focused more often, but I'm not worried about it. That takes skill, man. He said, me too. No womanist police. Oh, you sound like War Master now. It's really sad that, he said that off air this morning. Call him womanist. Yeah, that's what you call him. You triggered out one. Yeah, cabin fever. It's really about to be cold winter. So yeah, it will be. I'm seeing it right now because it rained, I would say tonight over here, Eastern time over in Georgia. It's gonna be cold tonight and it's gonna be cold tomorrow. Yeah, it's getting that fall feel. But what I'm saying is you're gonna see some things. This winter is gonna be interesting. Yeah, Kuda may be back by then, but I don't know what he's gonna do. But he told me make my bones, but I will. Because a lot of people, they're messing up right now because I'm taking advantage. You got to take what you can get, because at this point you can't trip off what no one else is doing. So because it's gonna be different from now. A lot of people said they're gonna get it. It depends on the topic, what they talk about in the winter. They try to say it's a week. I don't believe in Manosphere week. That's just YouTube. A lot of them dudes is weak. They worship the big homie too much, and the big homie don't care nothing about you. She's on the death spree. She's pissed at me. I told that to War Master. Yeah, she's mad at me right now. Pepe and her got the best of her. She's not gonna come over here, so we already know what time it is. It's guillotine season, man. What's going on, Mike V? Salute. Yeah, last night was a doozy, man. And I'm tripping off of him and War Master. I gotta see that tomorrow. That live stream, that 11 hours. I gotta see it. In case on how long this goes. I might, okay. How long I can stay on here? I can stay on here for at least 4 hours. I'll say 4 hours. I'm gonna try it tonight. If someone's gonna come through, that's cool. I'll stay on it 4 hours because I got time. I got time. Because I want to stay up a little bit, because I'm not going to just say, oh, I'm going to cut it in 3 hours. I used to do that, but I said, nah, let me stay on 4 hours. It depends on how many people come through. I'm testing the waters because last night I had a good panel. What's going on, AB? Last night I had a good panel because I felt like it's a good thing to look at things from an angle and not get frustrated because that's part of the thing. And we talked about a lot last night about liberalism. I don't want to play it on here because I want to see it for myself what I sound like tomorrow because I'm gonna have fun with that 11-hour stream. I'm sorry because I'm not gonna stream tomorrow. You can catch me this Sunday coming at the 14th, and it's gonna be called Sunday Madness again. I'm gonna try that again, and we're gonna do it right. We're gonna do it right. We are gonna do it right. I'm gonna talk about something, stay on top. Oh boy, kind of fucked it up with the weed shit. Let's stay away from that bullshit. I don't care about that. That ain't my interest. I don't care about that shit. Just talk that, if you want to talk about weed, go to people like the Brain Trust, talk about it, like Complex. He can tell you about it. It's a few other people. And what's that guy's name? BJ Miles. What's his name? Not BJ Miles. BJ Maines. What's his name? Where's my boy at? BJ Maines. Where's he at? Y'all subscribe to him. I need to see where he's at with it. He's on my fucking feed. I need to see BJ. What's his name? BJ. His name is BJ Maines, the guy that Ramil praises, right? I want to see that so bad. I want to. He has a good channel. He talks about marijuana like the legal way with the food and stuff. Yeah. And speaking of him, he has a good channel. Is it Maines or something like that? Damn, I can't fucking find him. But anyways, fuck it. He's a good dude. Man Talk is kind of funny. Yeah, he's kind of funny. I gotta catch up on his pre-records. Speaking of Albert and Preach, they talked about more victims, and I talked about the men versus women equality strikes, male versus female in MMA, and the results is nuts. Yeah, he beat the brakes off that girl. Albert Preach was laughing about that, but then they talked about Trevor Noah, about the racial stuff, which is stupid and silly to me. Stupid as fuck to me. I'm not going to ask who. Yeah. That Canadian guy Cage. Last time he was on that stream, he was on that Hannibal stream. That was him. I'm like, who is this guy? How you find my fucking channel? Oh, it's got a bunch of weird dudes in the algorithm. Oh my god. That's what's wrong with people. They look for a stream and they think you're gonna talk about that all the time. Like, I'm sick of talking about that. Like, dude, get your fucking life together. DeMarcus Cousins. Oh, DeMarcus Cousins is through. He ain't getting no damn ring. That nigga's through. He ain't sit his ass down. Chill out Fridays with Juan G's. I'll be over there, Juan G's. I'll be over there tomorrow night. I'll be on my panel behavior. I don't know what mic I'm gonna use panel wise. Yeah, I'm gonna use the ones on my thing. Yeah, I'm gonna be on my panel shit. I'll be a panelist tomorrow. Ain't gonna look at a lot of streams. Talking about Rollo and shit. Ball X he likes to troll. He's a Ball X is a good troll. Yeah, he's full of it. He wants to be seen too. And he's got a lot of subscribers. When you're a troll, you get a lot of followers. I've noticed that. And a lot of people get a lot of followers when you're a troll. That's the editing skills that you have to have. But that's part of YouTube. Hell, he should have more than me. He should have like 10,000. I didn't summon you here. Exactly. Villain spirit, cat phrase. Yeah, a lot of these people are weak, man. They're on the chopping block. I don't really give a shit this week. I'm glad I'm streaming on Thursdays because if you stream on Friday, everybody be in your room, which is kind of crazy, weird. Because Art of New Style gonna be streaming Friday. It's gonna be a lot of people streaming Friday. I'm just saying, like, bruh. Like, I'm not even tripping at this point. I'm not even panicking on that, you know. It depends on what they do this Friday, because Friday's gonna be a mess. Do I want that 11-hour stream? I think I do. I think I do. Because I don't know how long this one's gonna be, but this one's gonna be a little longer. I don't extend it too long because if it gets that hectic, yeah, if people come later, that's fine. I can just cut it loose and just yeah, because it's only been an hour. That's a good thing because it's only what 9:52. It'll be 2 hours in a minute because I started at what 8:10. Yeah, it'll be 2 hours the next hour. So yeah, I'm doing good so far, but I maintain a room like that, but it ain't easy because some people, they cross pollinate and things like that. But it'd be nice if I had another audience. That's what I want this winter. If I had another audience that's interested in what I'm talking about, it'd be cool. But but like I said, you ain't doing drum and beat. No, that's part of it. When you're competing like that, that's just like life say, we ain't supposed to be competing. Well, that's part of the game. Someone's got to give, you know what I'm saying? Because if you do long after streams, it's crazy. That's what hurts your platform too. Because I've learned not to do a lot of them. I do less if it's necessary. Oh, the general's going at it in the chat. When she calls you while at work, says, I was thinking about you. I had to go charge. I had to go change my panties. Me, I am. The general talking his ish. There's a lot of people that don't like my ass, but and Nina said, I can't picture being the most hated. Nino don't understand. These niggas ain't shit. In these spheres, they're cowards deep down. They on that subscriber only shit. Yeah, but that just shows you that was for protection. They don't want her to get trolled. That just shows you can't protect somebody weak like that. Like, come on, man. It's garbage at that point. Because once you defend a person like that, it hurts the platform. And I'm not even tripping at this point, but I'm going back to Tie Cities because yeah, he's talking about something wild over here, but it's cool. But Logic Sphere is cool, man, because I know how much Tie City's gonna be. He's gonna be streaming like, look, I'll give you an example. That man will stream for like 1 or 2 hours or 3 hours if it's a great stream for him. That I used to do that. That's my standard. 1 to 3 hours. I'll say 1 hour to 3 hours is my standard. But after that, now my maximum is 4 hours. That's it. Because I ain't going to do nothing less than that. After that, because 4 hours is my max. It's usually my max. And I'll tell you a secret. The reason I do that because I don't want to be above like that. Now, if it goes over, that's different. That the conversation turns into a build. We can build off what we're saying. You stay in it. Now, if you do, say, past that and go 8 hours to 11, That's a lot of conversations at time. Then you got to go right back to the first hour, and then go back. How many times you've been on with me for hours? I've been on panels longer than that, and I'm being dead serious. And that's usually be a part of it, because once you get a part of it, you're part of the culture. So yeah, he's a good one man show himself. He can do the same thing I'm doing, and that ain't nothing. That's just one piece. But for me, I can do this with a self live stream and be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's easy. I can do that for an hour, then move on and jump on the panel and things like that. That's too easy. And just sit there for hours and then on in. But me doing these, excellent, excellent, excellent move, right? Right? You do these and you just be like, I'm knocking out the ballpark. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even tripping. Like I said, oh, I can go every day. I can't do that. I have to schedule my shit. And that's how you got to do. You just got to knock people out. Yeah, that too. What's going on? Yeah. He said Carly Sims. I agree. But you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, they going to be who they are, you know? They're very predictable. So, last night was like, it's evident, man. Like, that crowd was just something else. But you get what I'm saying? Like, I think we talked about what he said about Kuda, like, yeah, he's the nicer guy and all that. When I first got to know his content more, not only March, he had some good content. People came at him last year, but he had good content. He had good presentation and things like that. That's the only thing I liked about him. I still do. But his older channel, I don't know what he's going to do with that. Oh, man. He's beasting. But 11 hours, man, that's a lot for me to take. And I understand he does those hour streams. Yeah, he did longer than that. So I wasn't going to do that and keep a stream, go over and I'm not doing that. No. And I did the right thing. Just shut that shit down, because I already said it's political enough. See, I got a stream. I had to do this stream prior to this morning and last night, because I wasn't able to do that, because, you know what I'm saying, I would have just pushed it back to whatever, but I wasn't going to do that. I said, no, let me do this stream, because this is important, because I normally do these than the history stream. See, the history streams is less reaction. You get a lot of replays. And I said, you know what, let me change up something. Once you get the philosophy stream going, you get a stream, but this one is going to be like, it depends on who comes in or not, and then I'm just up out of there. I say what I need to say. But yeah, people gonna be people. And I know people say it's your beef and all this other stuff. That's cool. But you see, that's it. So that's just part of it. But you gotta be able to handle it. He said my longest stream was an hour and 40 minutes. Yeah, that's how I started out, AB. I started out like that I will say months ago. It was somewhere in April. Yeah. I started getting that. Eventually start getting 2 to 3 hours. And my first longest one was like 4 hours. And I did very well. And over time, I started doing 5 hours for the first time. I did that with the Locks and Dipset. That was an afternoon. And then I did another 5 hours with DeAndre. Then I did the after stream with Wacky, and that went up 7 hours. That's some good fucking time. Some people don't stream that long. I stream when it's necessary if the conversation is great. So I know how to hold a conversation. That's another thing too. I think going to do more drawing streams like the one I did today. Yeah, they're great, man. Hey, that's where it's at. You got to do something different. A lot of these dudes don't do that. but it takes time. So when you gather your audience, that's good. So people say you still got to move around, but it takes time. But I'm keeping this channel. I'm not trying to get knocked off or anything. Yeah, 12 hours your max. 4 hours is really my max, to be honest with you, because I can get 4 hours in. That ain't nothing. Once I hit that, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. That's my max. So 2 hours will be in a minute or so because it's 10:01 Eastern time. So I got time. Like I said, don't even look at the hours now. I already just did. When I start streaming, I didn't. And then next thing I look up is 50 minutes and then to an hours. You already at it. You're in the game. You can't say don't look at it now. You in. That's how many hours you're doing. And that takes time and durability. You be all right. But when you do 12 hours, your max. Yeah, I don't do 12-hour streams. I won't be those dudes that say, you could do that. No, you don't need that. Because it gets cut off. That belongs offline. I ain't doing all that weird shit that y'all be doing. That's that Ramil bullshit. I don't do that. That's Ramil bullshit. But no hate on Ramil, but I'm just saying that's his shit. That's his shit. Cut and run and do no. Just make some real content. You be all right. And you'll see the difference. You become evergreen and keep doing what you're doing. But what I try to do is I make the challenges be balanced a little bit. There you are. So yeah, it's a lot of channels that have potential. You just got to be above it. I just don't like the fact that people just want to give up on YouTube like that. Like, don't let these people get the best of you. You already lost when they got the best of you. You already lost when they got the best of you already. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Yeah, man. Like, I'm not even worried. Oh, they got a membership on here too. I think Rashawn has a Friday panel. I think him and Juan G's. That's gonna be interesting. But some people like to do it in weekdays, and I just don't like streaming Saturdays. You know, one thing I can't do. I do not like streaming Saturdays. I tried this shit a few times, and I just got annoyed. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit. Saturday streams are supposed to be efficient. Cause then I don't want to stream too long and I have to cut people off and I ain't got time for that. We can have an offline conversation and just be like that. And I know people are gonna dip. I know how the algorithm and the views work when you're in live chat because I understand. Cause I don't have a bigger audience, which is great. Plus, so you can have a small, yeah, but it takes time. But once you get in the algorithm, people start subscribing to you, it makes a difference. Because people start coming around. It takes time. They wasn't around when I was on a bottom with this type of new style of content because pre-records was hell. See, people look at everything what you do now. It's up to you to make content to make it suitable for you. We had great advice to share last night and this morning. And was building a little economic, whatever they want to call it, they can call it economic liberalism and things like that in those terms. And it just helped me through. So, yeah, man, I'm not even worried because when you got an hour in, you got an hour in. So, man, because I didn't think I was gonna get into it tonight, but but shouts out to the veterans that came, man. But it is what it is. that Jerome shit with what I say about him in Obsidian, aka Oblivion. Oh man. Mm-mm-mm. I ain't wish that on my worst enemy, but when I saw that over at Melly's, yeah, that's some foul shit. You know. But that's how I get down. But the politics part, man, that's just the beginning. But I said I was gonna do the libertarianism thing. I will do the philosophy. But see, what I was doing last night, I'll show y'all something. Hold on. Get my brain unwaxed. See, I gave you the links. Let me get in my shit. No so bright side, no oblivion. I won't use that. No so bright side. In oblivion. Yeah. There you go. I know people don't like my trolling, but this is what I was using last night. Talked a little bit about capitalism, libertarianism, and things like that. It's bad, man. Adam Smith, Scottish Enlightenment. Oh, I had information. Classic liberalism, socialism, conservative liberalism. Economic liberalism is a theory of economics. And I read this last night. And classic liberalism developed during the Enlightenment, particularly by Adam Smith, which advocates minimal interference by government in the economy. And here's libertarianism and neoliberalism and some schools of conservatism, particularly liberal conservatism, are often referred to as economic liberalism. They call it economic liberalism. So that's part of it. That's under economic liberalism. Interesting. We're going to break that down. Yeah, credit your boy Degenerate. No so bright side. Yeah. But you know, people got their little ways. So I know people are tired and drained. So I'm not even worried at this point. But yep. Yep. But you know, they said, quit worrying about the no more. Yeah. Yeah. But you know. Yeah, I gotta work on my audience, man. But that's part of it. That's cool. That's cool. But you know, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna talk about Sunday. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. Oh, I can talk about what's what. Auntie is like, whew. I feel sorry for Auntie. She done hijacked the whole fucking panel. I feel sorry for Auntie. Oh, my fault. Hold on. My fault. There you go. If y'all want to, yeah. Not gonna give up on nobody. Let me check my in live chat. Let me talk about something else. I forgot. Is that thing really bad? I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, you talking about Leech? Yeah, she's terrible. Yeah, man. His thing. Auntie just better be careful. You know, we warn him. It's gonna be a select few is gonna get it. It's only a select few who's gonna make it out of this shit. Let me check my Discord. Hold on. Octave Twin. I only listen to RBR like that. Metal's on the panel. Celeste. Oh, he was going at the roof. Yeah, yeah. But that's the thing about me. So I'm not really too surprised what's going on. To my hush. But you know what I'm saying? Like, not really I'm not really surprised. I know this is not Friday night, but that 11-hour stream, man, whew, that's like my second time. And I'm just like, I ain't up on everything, but charge my phone a little bit. Niggas crazy. Instagram is funny. Yeah. Yeah, that's just part of it. But yeah, I know people hang on every word, but but that's part of it. But but that's just a part of it. But night times is crazy. He said villain, yeah, what's going on? But nah, last night was kind of that was an interesting sort of events, but it makes you want to see it all the time. I'm back at it again, so I'm back at it again. So once you back at it, and that's how it's gonna be. In so many words, you just have to be what you got or whatever. But yeah, yeah. When I saw that Trevor Noah shit, man, that had me like that had me on fire. In so many words, like man, and he tore her ass up. I know people ain't going through and acting all crazy, but I don't like talking about women on here. They're pieces of shit on here. I ain't saying the women in the chat, but I'm just saying the ones in general on YouTube. Who cares? I don't even want to call them women. I want to call them females. They're things. They're pieces of shit. All of them need to be guillotined, man. I'm not in the mood to talk bad about people in relationships. It's so played out. You know what's so funny? When people so miserable and they got nothing else to talk about, and which is so fucking funny, you can tell that person's miserable, man. And it's getting out of hand. Like I kind of blame the PUAism era and MGTOW for that shit. And they need to go, man. Like when I saw that sensitive information, nah, they need to go. That's the fucking problem. Once you keep that, that's like 20, that's like 15 to 20% of a person's, fiber of being. Everything else is more than that. There's layers to it. And I'm glad I'm doing the right thing, not approaching that shit, because that would fuck up my channel. And if I talk about that in relationships, that kills it. You trying to fight for numbers and shit. Fuck out of here. Once you start getting them, you be like, okay, this is great. But it takes time and patience. But just give me time, man. Like people like your production, they'll stay in for an hour or two. And I think we said that about Kuda last night. I said, no, he's got the music. That's what keeps people in. That's the secret. A lot of people can't do that. That ain't easy. Because if you're musically inclined like that and invest in it, that stays in for an hour. But you gotta understand, a lot of people, that's a spot that you want to hang out in. And you stay in there for a while. And people stop streaming and just go to his, which is cool. A lot of people ain't that loyal like that, of course. That's just part of YouTube. Like before there was streams, pre-records was the same fucking way. If you stop making videos, they're gonna go somewhere else. That's just a part of human nature, and you can't get mad what they do. That's just part of them being in that fiber. That's the freedom that I care about. They have a right to do what they're supposed to do. Some people just dare to be petty and try to nut ride and do that shit, and that's what divide black spaces. But the Operation Earnest Voice, that did a lot of damage. And that's why we're not unified together. So of course you have problems over state lines. But when DeAndre talks about certain things, he just breaks it down to a syllable. But for tonight, I'm just like, yeah. Oh damn, Ty City in that shit. Just like I predicted, man. Just like I predicted. The Marxism is 1% white, rule based. Interesting for RBR. I saw that little stream. Interesting. 1 hour. He did that for an hour. Yes, Ty City does an hour or 3 hours because he ain't got time. Who else is live though? Let's check out Kane. Yeah. Yeah, they do the music. But and that's just it. But like I didn't think he was gonna last, but but they said Antilles were that. I was gonna go to Antilles the other night or this morning, but he said, I am not going to say let me read. Oh, I missed the comment. Hold on. He said, I'm not going to say it. I am not going to say it, and sir, you know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Shouts out to Kane, man. He may last. We'll see. He got the music too. He got it on lock. Shouts out to him. Everybody said they can't be over there at the same time, which is cool. And some people have different ways of looking at it, but yeah, man, everybody's is doing that. So I'm not trying to compete on no stream or anything, but it happens. A lot of times when you get less people, this takes me back to April. It takes me way back. Cause see, I did 11-hour stream. You gotta remember, I don't do back-to-back streams like that. I mean, only times if I'm talking about something. But see, when I talked about that politics, that draw people in. Oh yeah. It's like meat on a bone. Cause I understand myself what you put titles and videos and things like that. This was normal. But see, I didn't expect people to be streaming around Thursday. So I'm like, damn. But I have to do this stream. So I'm not gonna stop. Just everybody else is gonna do. Because if they gonna get tired if some derailment happens, it usually happens when people start fucking it up. Me, I'm doing it by myself. 2 hours again. That's gonna be two in a row. I'm doing it by myself. And like I said, it takes skill. Like anybody can hold it down. But see, with no audience. So I can say that. And when you're the most hated, you chopping heads off. I'm not playing. It's a lot of shit I can talk about, but it's pathetic at this point because I don't like how the algorithm thing. The winner, it don't really fucking matter. I'll probably get less than that. And then I'm looking at how December is gonna be because last year I remember when I was on panels, people had these type of numbers I'm getting now. But imagine me getting more this winter. But really, it don't fucking matter at this point because everybody's gonna make their bones, but it depends on how consistent you've done it. That's what matters. The replay matters. I said fuck it all together because that's why I don't like doing a lot of streams this month. I'd rather be periodically. I won't start doing that and just spread it out like that because I know Thanksgiving's short. I don't give a fuck about Thanksgiving. I might not do a stream on that bullshit or a Friday stream because I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. I want to do some specials and I'm done. You know, and just sleep. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know about that weekend. I'm just gonna keep it 1,000. I don't give a fuck about this month either because this month's a wash to me because I feel like the one thing I hate about November is Thanksgiving. I can't stand that holiday. I can deal with December, but when it comes to November, it's a joke. October is probably one of the best months I've had. I enjoy that shit, but November, not so much. You got to move around. December is kind of like when it starts. Once I keep it going, I just start just pushing the hole in. You know what I mean? That's the drawback with December because December has a lot of cold months. I mean, cold weeks. And you stick with it, and nobody wants to be a part of that shit. But you get what you get. Oh damn! Oh man! Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Auntie. I'm sorry, man. Woo. The leech done decimated his shit. Yeah, it's us three, but it usually at the end, if I stay up too long, but I'm not tripping. I'm not bouncing on no panels and shit. I'm gonna be over here. It depends on whoever. I'm just taking my time. I could do this again because 3 hours is nothing. Let's see how long I talk because 4 hours is gonna be my minimum. Because I'm not even pissed off. I'm just like fuck it. Because I was disappointed last month someone fucked up my views and shit. I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with their asses. You gotta treat them what they are. Tampa, pretty much. I don't have no favorite. I don't give a fuck about none of these people like that. I have like a handful of the ones I like. It's only a select few. The rest of them just garbage to me. I'm just keeping a thousand with you. Rest of them just trash to me. I like somebody's just consistent. I can give you a top 10 list or 5 to 10 that's better, that's consistent what they're saying. Everybody else is just garbage to me. I'm just keeping a thousand with you. They ain't saying shit. Doing live streams for hours. Yeah, it's hard for y'all, but it ain't hard for me. It's not that hard. If you come up with different topics and you see what's going on YouTube, it's not that much really that hard. What's hard is, I'll give you an example. 12 hours is hard for me by myself. That's hard. 4 hours is not hard. If you do 4 hours for the first time, you'd be like, it'd be too easy. It'd be like 5 in a row. That's 8 hours each, and that's like 16 hours each total. You'll be on cloud nine at that point. I'll give you an example. An hour stream is not hard. If you have some to talk about, if in front of you, you can do that with ease. Even 2 3 hours, I've done that before. In 4 hours, I'll tell you what's hard. 10 hour stream. I'll say 10 to 16 hour streams is a lot hard, and a lot of people, as a one man show, is a lot hard. 6 hours. A lot of people say they can do 6 to 7 hours. It's cool, but it's a lot hard. Those hours are hard. Yeah, they can be hard by yourself. If you do 6 to 12 hours, that's hard. I'll say one from 4 hours is better. That's a skill. And people listen to your content when they see you. And a lot of people say, you don't have to have open panel. Well, when you're reacting to your subscribers and your, whatchamacallit, your audience, that helps you in the algorithm as well. That's engagement. And they just build on it. But yeah. Yeah. The general, I know it's bad. It's bad. I told you. I told you, man. It's just, woo. She's a chat killer. I told you. I'll give you an example. On the third shift, when she was over there, she killed his numbers. She ain't saying shit. When drama hits, it goes up, and then she kills the numbers when she wants to dominate the conversation. I had a hard time with that individual. I'll give you an example about that person. She ain't saying nothing until the drama hits. But on third shifts, each time when I was over there with her, his numbers drop. And I noticed that. And I know for experience, like a lot of people like that when you're doing these type of content. But when you do pre-records, it's the same thing. It's a little different. People appreciate you more. But once you do enough of these, Tampa, like long live streams, yeah, they can be hard. But if you keep doing them, you be skilled, man. You can do an hour, 2 hours. That's easy. And the timing has to be right. If you have free time for those hours, you can do 2 to 3 hours. Because most people can do 4 hours the most. And the max of people that do live streams is usually 3 hours. That's the max. Because 3 hours is the max of any podcast. And I'll give you an example. Most podcasts last like 3 hours. And the most they can get total, if they go and go longer, is 5 to 6 or 7 hours total professionally. If you do it for 7 hours, an hour is good. 2 hours is good. And I will say 6 and 7 hours is excellent. You up there. That's when you do a podcast. But me doing it for 2 hours, it's been 2 hours talking to y'all because I started out with a lot of people in the minutes, 50 minutes, and it dropped a little bit. And it started, I will say, about an hour, it was like up and down, dwindled a little bit. 2 hours, people coming in the room, which is great. And now you look at it like this is a good sign. But eventually, this winter, I don't know what the number's going to look like because I don't really care, because most people wouldn't care for me anyway. Since I'm in the algorithm, people see this channel like, oh, is there a link somewhere? Da, 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 da. You know, see who's talking. Is it me? You see what time it is, and you see the chat room, and then you see where it goes. Because I believe you can tell what the conversation is going to be, right? And it's not something that's going to come through, because I know this is Veterans Day edition. Shouts out to the veterans once again. This shows you where you stand. And if they ask me how long I've been on, 2 hours. And this is by myself. I can do that with less people in the room. Imagine me having more. It's too simple, man. I'm getting good with the audio. And once I get good with it, I'm going to be on fire with it. I just need one piece. Next thing you know, the camera piece, I'm good. It's not fun because you got to dance around a little bit. See, Thursday's my time this week because I schedule my shit all the time. I don't know if it's going to be this Thursday or I'm going to do Friday Thrills again. I mean, Friday Specials Madness again, because I don't know if I'm going to do Thursday Thrills because I'm doing liberalism again. And I said I might do a Thursday Thrills again. I'm going to do it one more time. And I'm going to do the Friday stream the next week after when I do the independent. Yeah, I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. Because if I schedule it right around the right time, you already know what time it is, right? So let me do that, because I feel like I can do another Thursday stream, because sometimes they'll trick you, because some people, you got to see who's going to be live Thursday. I can't just jump everybody's room and things like that. See, I'm trying not to be a panelist, for one. That's where I was around this time. And you got to understand something. It's not easy doing this when everybody's doing the same thing you're doing. And that's why a lot of people get frustrated. But you can't worry about everybody else. Their ass won't last for 3 to 4 hours. It depends on what you're saying, and your presentation has to be pure from the heart. This is not easy to do for everybody if they're doing the same old thing. But you got to look at it like this. You can't let it stop you. And you got to be bold with it. So just give me time and I'll be on fire, man. I'm on that type of time. Next Thursday, it's gonna be Yeah. Let me see. Create a broadcast. I feel like that's it. Yeah. I create that yesterday at 7:55 because I got something to read off. And I'm just gonna say team settings. Team settings. Yeah. And then I'm gonna do I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do here right now. But and that's just what it is. Oh damn. They must be lit. Yeah, getting used to it is not, yeah, man. When you do a lot, it takes time, it takes skill, man. People's acting crazy right now, so I'm not saying that to be, facetious, but everybody's got their own little setup, but yeah, everybody likes the music and all that. But it's all good, I'm not probably what's going on, Cerulean? Salute. What's going on? But yeah, I might have to set up the Monday stream that I'm about to do. I might have to do that. That's like weeks from now. Independent thinkers. Let me see. I might have to do that. Hold on. I might have to do that. Yeah. Y'all give me a second because I'm gonna do something real quick. Embrace being a independent thinker 3. I'm gonna say part 3. And what I'm gonna do is that's gonna be on a Monday because I already know. Yeah, I gotta see what time that I wanted the spew on that. I'm gonna use 7:45 p.m. and I'm not tripping off of what's going on. But yeah, let me get this straight right here. And I'll be right with y'all. All right. Create broadcast. Yeah, I'm good. So I got that in the works. Come on now. Come on. Shit. Cause I know this is gonna be a problem, but I'm trying to get this. Oh, okay, there you go. Thank you. I need that. I need that. That's gonna be a problem because I didn't think I was gonna be making it. But but that's just me. I'm not worried about that. That's just part of the game, and I'm not really, really tripping off that. But hey, look, yeah, when I saw that the cancel comedy culture, man. Like he was saying some real stuff about the blacks and the difference here is similar plight. He talking about South Africans. I said, man, that dude's crazy. But he shut that British chick up. That's what had me dying. I was like, oh man. Sometimes you can't stand British people. Sometimes they act like they know about your culture, but they're full of shit. War Master said that was over in the chat and off air, man. It was crazy. Yeah, like I said, I'm bringing that series back. Embrace being an independent thinker. It's gonna be on the 22nd of November, and that's it. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about that Wednesday. I might talk about libertarianism, and that I'm good on that. And that's it. That's like my Wednesday streams. Always streams on Wednesdays. And do Friday special madness, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday that week. And that's it. Rest I'm gonna just do self live streams. I don't really care at this point. It's periodically. And I'll save it for next month. I'm gonna make my bones think about it next month. Next month's gonna be a trip. I don't really care at this point because I'm trying to be efficient on here. Yeah. Tampa said it's difficult. It's difficult doing streams because if you do enough of them, it's not really that hard. It's hard for some people getting in, but once you get used to it, that's just part of it. Once you have a presentation, you'll be fine. So I'm responding to his comment because I'm scheduled for 2, like Thursday, and then the next month the after, it'll put you to the stratosphere. But a lot of people, they just like the stuff they like, and you can't control people, man. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. And they like the madness and things like that. So I'm not really tripping off that. But what's going to show is how consistent they're going to be in winter. Most of these people going to fall off. He says, like I said, it's usually Europeans and Latin Americans talk the most ish about America. Yeah, they always do. For a career. Exactly. Facts. They always talk the most shit, but their places ain't shit either. But they're irrelevant, though. We do the same shit on a high scale. That's the damn problem. And we don't say nothing. Yeah, man. But yeah, last night it was concise what I said. I stand on the research, but next week I'm gonna talk about and go in on this piece. And that's gonna be the piece I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna do some research, I'm gonna find some links and some write some notes about it and read about it. And it'd be a good read. So after that I could be more focused. But I got some time. I got plenty of time. Got about 2 hours. Man, woo, knocking this out. I can't believe it. And people's worrying about me. Live said they're competing. Well, they're getting 8 minutes in, the hours in. Depends on who lasts as long. See, I can do longer streams. That ain't nothing. I'm that spot that you can see. But carrying the load what Kuda does, that ain't easy. He got the music production, everything else down. He's got the media. But when he got flagged, I'm not surprised. That's just, the copyright and things like that. But yesterday was fun. I don't know what I did, but that title, liberalism, you saw how they came in there like flies on shit. That conservatism string, I'll give you an example. They didn't come on flies on shit on that one. They did, but not as much as liberalism. When they saw the L word, you know what that was, right? That was attention grab. That was an attention grab. That was an attention grab. Because they thought I was about to go in. I didn't give them that. I just gave them a presentation and a correction what they was talking about. I told you. These people show their hand every time. And that's what I'm gonna start doing. And it's a political exercise. You do the research and you all right, you out of there. We talked about what we was gonna talk about on the tail end. So yeah. On myself live streams, I get views. I get views. That ain't nothing. I learned that prior. And then they want to trip about avatars, man. Get out of here with that bullshit. Nigga, you have no idea. That's people trying to get personal with you, and then they ain't really about nothing. They on the take. I ain't trying to be flashy on here. I'm telling you. If you don't like it, you out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. It's not that hard. You know what I'm saying? I don't take that shit seriously. Still talking about it in 2021. You're wasting people's time. You're not gonna stop nobody like that. I'm sorry. Once they learn that, you're not fucking with nobody like that. I'm not the person to be stopped. And that's a no-no. That's a no-no. Yeah. What has your country done for the world? Exactly. No idea. Always talking about racial and social issues and not theirs. Exactly. They're too stupid, man. It's just like I said before, and I said it again. Yeah, you talking about that Trevor Noah shit. Yeah. They're pathetic. And they're pieces of shit. Shouts out to Trevor Noah for that. I don't even like dude like that, but shout him out because he broke that little bitch down from England, man. She looks stupid as hell from the BBC. The BBC is trash. All they do is spew bullshit like CNN and Fox, spewing damn lies and shit. Be flipping and flopping. That's why a lot of people like TYT, RT, and Al Jazeera for certain news and other information. And Americans get a spoonful on both sides, really. You know what I'm saying? People think they smart. So man, I'm not even tripping off of it. But yeah, but that's the whole point. And he talking about cancel culture. Them niggas is crazy, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not even worried, but that's the point. I mean, people just love to talk bad. But foreign people is a bunch of clowns anyway. I'm just like and then everybody's talking about Kid Cudi and Brittany and Suspicious Samuels, of course. Oh man. That's a hot topic in the spirit. A whore and a same sexual with a pretty little suit that's overly dressed. Fucking clown that lives in the state that I live in, man. That nigga's a clown. Y'all love that man like he's a god. I'm just not a fan of him like that. Thank God. Or no oblivion. I get the suit thing, but don't be flexing, bro. But you know what? It is what it is. I mean, you got bots that follow him, man. It's just crazy. So, yeah, a lot of people just in their emotions right now. I'm just trying to see what's going on, but till they get smite. Yeah, that's true. America's issues fucking barely talks of what goes on the soccer fields exactly. What's going on, Gabe? Salute. But yeah, I mean, I've been streaming for like this whole week. It's good. Might take a break or two, but I gotta see what's going on. But next week, yeah, that Monday. I don't know if I'm gonna do a Thursday stream because I know people will be Thanksgiving. I might do a Friday stream. I might do a Friday special madness, the last one. I think that's gonna be like a day stream. I may do that. Let me tell you something. I may do that. You know what I'm saying? That may be a day stream because I feel like, and me personally, I think that's a day stream. I'll tell you why. If it comes a morning to a day stream, I'm sticking with it. You know what I'm saying? It may not last for hours, but that's something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? That will last me hours and on end talking. You know what I'm saying? I'll use a different mic then. That's gonna be a different ball game to me because once you start doing it, the habit starts growing and your content starts flourishing and things like that. But like I said, it matters at the end of the day. So once you get that flourishment in there, you be like, okay, this is what it is. So you know what time it is. And not even worry about it. And I know people say, oh, this is filthy. And I'm just saying, like, in so many words, I'm just not in the mood to act crazy right now. But yeah. But yesterday and this morning, I enjoyed the shit out of that shit. So I'm just like, if these people were really mainstream, that they would know by now that the red pill isn't supposed to be mainstream at all. Well, that's a whole nother topic on that. I ain't even worried about the manosphere at that point. Oh, me and DeAndre had that conversation. That's been gone. Hell, that was gone since March. With certain individuals became clowns, I had to cut them off. Oh man, and that's the whole purpose of this channel. When I came back, especially come back for content, I had to do it again. Man, I've been talking y'all for 2 hours, man. Consistency, man. Being consistent. And I'm just like, I'm being methodical with it. But that's the whole point. And me doing that political exercise last night, it's going to continue. It's going to be more. But you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be on that type of time. So yeah, man. But yeah, Trevor, I mean not Trevor Lewis, Trevor Noah, he tore that British chick up to pieces. Let's see what Cerulean said. He said America is an empire. That means our domestic issues become geopolitical issues, including social dynamics. It also means geopolitical issues also become domestic issues with the rise of immigrants. Exactly. I would say, hold on. I would say War Master said the same thing he said last night. As soon as it went domestic, yeah, things changed, but you got to blame the media for that. But he's right. Yeah, it is an empire to today because what you got in this country, a lot of people's latching on to things like that. So today is what? Veterans Day? Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those days. And I'm glad I made this a Veterans Day edition. And this is nothing new to what's going on. So, in so many words, you got it like that. So You know what I mean? Yeah. Let me pause real quick and I'll be right back. I'm back. So, in so many words, I'm not even tripping anymore. So, we on that tip. It is an empire. I'm not even worried about it. Speaking of which, trying to figure out what happened to Namer. I don't know. Yeah, let's get everybody tight. I ain't worried about that shit. They gonna kill each other next week. Victors go to spoils. I was War Master last night going at Mike V. Hey man, like I said, these people are wild in these spaces, man. You should be worrying about cancel culture and worry about a little shit in these spaces. They ain't talking about nothing. Always talk about women and crying about them. Ain't that much to these people, man. I had to learn that last year. I was like, this thing is gone. What did Locast make? Rashida Strober Darkism. Never heard some bullshit in my life. She got issues anyway. She wanted to be liked. That's the thing. Oh boy, did an hour stream. Oh my god. I'm on fire right now. You couldn't even do. So that's it. All people show their hand. People show their hand. They show their hand. People show their hand. Yeah. I have a question. What's so great about the 5%ers? I mean, no shots at them, but I mean, I understood that concept. I know they have interesting teachings, but man, I just couldn't be one. But they call themselves gods and stuff. This ain't no religious debate, but I've never understood that concept. I always talk about Islam sometimes. What's up with that? Y'all tell me in the chat. I could never get into that. I'm just sorry to me. I understand the concept of, spirituality. I couldn't even get into that. I know it's complicated as hell. Me to think like that. But I said, you can't go live over in an hour. Some people used to say, you can't hold a panel down. Bullshit. And several times I've did a live when I was selling information, what you call it, 3 hours by myself. Y'all just don't know. I'm good. You act like I'm crazy. But yeah. That's the whole point. So I held a panel like, I'll say like, I think like 3 hours before, 2 hours before. I think I did 4 hours. And I was like, man, that's some crazy shit. And shit, that was a while back. That was like months ago. And I was looking back at some of my stuff. I'm like, damn, I done said a lot. But you had some AAA battery type folks that came up here and got destroyed. I mean, Triple Black, man. Woo! I did see a restream of him and DeAndre was on the panel when he mentioned Jacmel, and then he got quiet. Say he was Haitian. Wacky tore his ass up. I'm sorry. Wacky tore his ass up with that language. Because I know A&T and them guys, we love competition. I think he's auditioning. That's just me. It's perfect to say that, but he's on that type of time. And yeah, man. I told War Master when Jerome came in my chat room, he said, I was born, but why'd you give me a view? These people are so damn dumb. It's so damn dumb. But I think people got tired, but yeah, that's just what it is. But yeah, I'm glad I set my schedules up for this coming up next week and the week after next. I say that's it. He said, "What's going on in the chat?" Okay, yo, that ugly duckling is still running her mouth over at Auntie's and just quacking away. Yeah, the numbers is dropping. I've been peeping. I'm over at Cane's, but I don't see the bullshit over at Auntie's. Yeah, she's off the panel now. Yeah, bro. Yeah, Auntie didn't really do that. It's an after stream, so he ain't gonna stay that long. Yeah, man.
All right, peace and blessings, brother.
Oh, peace, man. What's going on?
All right. Hey, look, I just caught the tail end of your, your question about the 5%ers.
Uh-huh.
Here's what's great about them.
Mm-hmm.
They're not too much different from the Nation of Islam. It's an offshoot. It's been known as an offshoot of the Nation of Islam,
Mm-hmm.
but geared toward the same goal: the upliftment and liberation of Black people and education of Black people. And here's the thing: I got some book titles here. I want to show you. I'm gonna turn on my camera and
Mm-hmm.
show you. Truly, historically, the Black man is God. Remember, Black people, we were the first, the original, the last, and the only.
Mm-hmm.
One book you can get right here. It's called right here, the Book of God. And you can't read the bottom of it. It says, an encyclopedia of proof that the Black man is God. That's the first one,
Mm-hmm.
written by author, by True Islam. That's the name of the person who wrote this. This is the, this is the revised edition. I found this on Twitter. A brother I follow had a bunch of book titles. He took a picture of. I saw this cover, so I couldn't read the title. So I started typing in certain things in the cover, and it's popped up on Amazon. So I got off Amazon. Other one. This is by Dr. Sujan Kumar Das. He's done like 3 books, which is also true. Black people invented everything, which they did. And last but not least, one of my personal favorites, which I found off Amazon, written by Sean Asor Salah, a research in world history and modern day racism. Talks about that stone face on the other book. It's on this face too. Shows you who that black man was. He was born with an extra large head, an extra large brain. So that's why he was a genius, but he was like a mad genius, I guess, or a mad scientist. Of course, in the Bible, I'm sure you know the name Jacob, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jacob. Well, originally it's Yakub, but Yakub is the father of the white race. So basically, he alone is responsible for for breeding the white devils of this world. Henceforth, which is why we have our present day condition and the present day world situation the way it is. So those are just a sample of the history books that I've been getting. I got more, but it's like I said, it's long lines. The same thing. Like I said, other 2 books I got written by the same author who wrote Black People Who Invented Everything.
Mm-hmm.
He got 2-part book when the world was black, part 1 and part 2, and literally the world was black. Like I said, We're the first
Hmm.
and the original people of this planet. This is our planet. So see, once again, America wasn't discovered; it was already here. But like the Mexicans and the original ancient Mexicans and the Indians,
Hmm.
they were all black, especially the Indians.
Yeah.
They was black as you and me, and half of them are darker.
Yeah. I did streams on that
Yeah,
about Mexico and what you call it, South America, talking about that those breeds, and they came from the Polynesian region. They used canoes to swim through, and they all started in South America, and then they spread up, and then the North, the same thing. I said, and then the
oh,
Olmecs came from original China, called the Z, with the heads. They were smart too, like you said. They built the stones, the pyramids. I said, oh man,
yeah, the ancient Egyptian Africans, yeah,
yeah.
in that
They
region,
travel
yeah.
across from, I think, from Egypt, from China, and then over time they went to the Bering Strait later on in the years. That species of man, and then the other is the Polynesians from the south. They used canoes to swim through, so they was digging up bones back then. I was like, oh man.
Actually, in the world was black part one, which I've been reading. We
Hmm.
traveled. The other names of countries that I can't pronounce that are hard to pronounce, but we were
Yeah,
traveling. We were traveling and trading and creating. We created and made boats and were traveling and trading goods even back then.
yeah,
Because we traveled there. There's many countries. I think the country of Jerusalem, which was called something else back then, we had already traveled there too. See, so this is like long before Christ.
yeah.
So yeah, see, that's how ancient. That's how ancient we are. See, we were the first and the original and the only. So, but when but when brother Yakub here did what he did, that's when shit went south for the most part. At least to me,
Yeah.
shit. As you can see, shit went way south.
Oh yeah.
So see, but hey, it is as the saying goes today, it is what it is. But, so
Yeah. Yeah. I was curious because I understand the Islam principles they talk about, but they always talk about the God stuff. I said, oh, I see now. Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
Some of them
see,
have different variations, but the
yeah.
ones that I remember is the Islamic versions of them on the square. And I said, okay. I know a few people that's 5% in the space. I believe what's his name? Kane and a few other people, that's
Well,
about it. New.
if you like hip hop, a brand Nubian, they were
Yeah.
they're 5%ers. So,
Yeah.
and then you had the brothers from X Clan. Actually, Lord Jamar has a YouTube channel now. He calls it the Godcast because
Yeah.
he actually had Professor not Professor X because he passed away now, but he had the young guy he called himself Brother J Clan or JX something like that. He had him on his recent video, which I watched a part of. Plus, I'm friends with him on Facebook.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it all adds. It all adds up. Even though it might be different, even though they might preach a different variation, it all adds up to one thing: the black man is God. God is within. See,
Yeah.
Christianity, as you know, this is what I've learned. Christianity, as you know, is based on white supremacy. Christianity teaches they worship, like I said, a heavenly being, a heavenly ghost in the space or in the clouds.
Right.
So, and of course, they all, as you know, of all the historically or basically historically all the misleading pictures in Bible scriptures, Jesus Christ was a white man, which he was not. Same thing when saying Columbus discovered America. Or another book I can show you. You probably seen it before though, by a black man, Ivan Van Sertima. He wrote uh, "They Came Before Columbus." Great,
Oh yeah, yeah. He's got
great
a
book.
famous book. Great book. Yeah,
Great
that is
book.
a great book. Yeah.
It's basically the type of book. It's basically the type of book. The type of book you can't take into a white owned, white manipulated, white controlled, white manipulated college class. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
That's
wouldn't.
something. Yeah, that's something you gotta keep to yourself, those books like that. And then there's another book. I got a book called The Babylon Timbuktu by Rudolph R. Windsor. I got that. I did a piece on that on a pre-record
Well, you don't
once.
have to keep it to yourself. Really, like I said, this is what YouTube's for. See, this is what I was gonna start doing with these books I showed you. I'm gonna start
Hmm.
reading chapters from them on broadcast on the air.
Yeah.
See, the message has to get out. But I have another book too. Do you know a black man by the name, or if you remember his name, Dr. John Henrik Clark?
Yeah, yeah, I know
I got,
him.
I got a book by him. It's thin, but it's great read. It's called Christopher Columbus and the African Holocaust.
Right.
Great book. Shows you what a devil Christopher Columbus really was. And the sick part is, despite what happened with George Floyd, and even though in my hometown and other parts of the country, they've taken down the Confederate symbols of history, all the statues,
Uh huh.
they they haven't taken down Christopher Columbus yet, and they still acknowledge Columbus Day, which like I said, he didn't discover shit. He didn't discover nothing.
Yeah. They call it
All he
Indigenous Day. They trying to get rid of the name
Yeah,
Columbus on the
the,
holiday. But the statues, you're right. You know, it's kind
yeah,
of like I give you an example. Nathan Bedford Forrest back in the 70s. I think my dad went to college. They took down that Blue Raider statue, that Klan Raider statue. They put it
yeah,
in some museum in the Klan Museum where it originally was discovered from Tennessee. And what he told me at the time, there was a president, I forget his first name, but his last name was Walker. President Walker took that down and told the black students they didn't have to look at that. So they was trying to integrate the schools at the time. That was in Murfreesboro. That's in Rutherford County. That's in the middle part of Tennessee. That's like somewhere in the central region. But at the time, that's where the Klan kind of they last stop, you know, and it was based off him, you know, the presence of the Klan. That school was named after him. It's called the Blue Raiders. You know, it's based off him. That was his fraternity, even though it was in Middle Tennessee State University. That school came after the Klan. A lot of people didn't know that, so they had
oh,
to.
okay,
It's
yeah,
got. It's kind of like the Ole Miss in a way. It's just what they did was they downsized it into animal and shit like that. You know how they do in the South, but that particular team had a statue of Nathan Bedford Forrest. My dad told me about that, and that goes way back in the day, you know, in the 70s, how they build it up, whatever. So, yeah,
yeah. I can believe that. Yeah,
it's the same concept. What they saying about taking down those statues as Confederate, but like you said, they ain't gonna take down Columbus. I don't know, but he did came over the lands of Jamaica. I would say Haiti. That's it, and named it, and that's outside of that, but. He never discovered the United States. No, you're right. And John Henry Clark said he never set foot. Probably his men, but not him. So it's kind of weird when people try to say, "Oh, he discovered." No, he didn't discover nothing. You're right.
to me, all he did was sail across the seas, and these foreign lands. He sent his men in to raid and pillage. That's all he did to me. That's what it seems like to me.
Yeah, and his ship hit what you would say Haiti. You know, people forget in one of those ships, and I think me and Cerulean broke that down streams ago. And he said that, and then when Triple Black we told that story, yeah, he crashed on those ships, but it was different men was trying to find something. But
No,
name the lands.
yeah, they were looking for treasures. And of
Yeah,
course,
yeah,
and of course,
they was,
that's what they did. They robbed
yeah,
those lands of treasures and probably and killed the natives too, or killed
yeah,
them, or then some they probably captured. And also, like I said, Columbus was a part of the slave trade. I mean, the slave trade became a wide national market
yeah,
at the time.
yeah.
So
Yeah, he's a part of it. No, he had slaves. He killed the rest that didn't want to be slave. That was the Spanish, and I think they got defeated over time. I would say when
yeah,
the revolution came, we was talking about France. Had the Haitians defeated the Spanish to liberate them, but the French wanted to enslave them again. And then after the last time, they defeated the French, and that's how the Haitian Revolution started. It was a buildup what Columbus did to that island before it was called Hispaniola and Haiti, the hellish people.
yeah,
But before that, it was called Haiti or something like that. Haiti or something like that with an A. And that's what
mhm,
Suru is trying to tell Triple Black because he's part Haitian. But if you're part Haitian, you should at least visit the island to get your culture. If you have
yeah,
it, you just another American Negro, just
true,
half or
yeah,
something. And that's what we try to explain to him. And then I could tell when Wacky came on the panel, spoke that Creole and that French language to him, he wasn't prepared for that. He wasn't prepared for that. It was good insight though on that stream, but yeah, you're right. Yeah, Columbus is something else.
Yeah, I got two other books on Columbus too, which I found historically. One's called Columbus: The Something Theory. I got to find it. I know where it is. I got to find it though, because I like I said, I got a lot of books jumbled up, but I put them together. And then I have one called Columbus and the Caribbean by an author named Castro, which is like I said, talks about Columbus too, how he went through the Caribbean. But these are books that basically all challenge him discovering America. It tells a very different tale. Basically, to me, the true tale of what the history books did in school. Like I said, even when I was in the sixth grade, seventh grade, one of the chapters in history books was Columbus discovers America, and they write it like it was such a great thing. Like he discovered America. The Indians helped him. They made friends. BS. Of course, we all know what really happened there.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, that massacre is what Thanksgiving is based off of. And even Brother Karis One, hip hop teacher Karis One calls it not Thanksgiving, it's thanks taking because they took the indigenous land from the indigenous people.
Yep.
Yeah, for the most part. So and even sometimes years ago, back on UMTV Raps, and on other shows, when he would do a song, he would say to the camera, give the indigenous people back their land. But we all know it's not going to happen.
Right.
But yeah, I stockpiled a very good library, the, the kind of library that would piss people off. Like I said, this is the kind of history nobody wants to hear. So but hey, that's too bad.
It is what it is. Yeah, they don't want to hear that
Like I said,
history.
because these books aren't just reading; they actually have pictures in them, lots of pictures. And you know what they say about a picture, which is worth 1,000 words. In this case, these pictures are worth thousands of years of history.
Mm-hmm.
The history that they covered up, the history they don't want told.
Yep.
See, yes, we were hunted down and hung from trees, shot down and killed and raped and everything. But b- long before that, you know, we lived more as kings and queens. Like I said, we invented economics, mathematics, medicine, tools, built boats to travel. So see if see it, since the black man is the original man of this planet on this planet, it kind of makes you wonder if our origin goes past that, which I think it does.
Yeah.
Because I think one of these books, the Book of God, was explaining that. I mean, I've gotten pretty deep into it, but it explains, how at the beginning of time, how we came to be, and how the first black man, which was probably Mother Adam. Like I said Adam and Eve were black
Mm-hmm.
because historically they found ancient bones that shows that Adam mi- had high cheekbones like a Jamaican. So hey, Adam and Eve might have been ancient black Jamaicans.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something to think about. So say and see, God made man in His image, which was us. He made the black man in His image.
Mm-hmm.
So see that's the basis of the subject of the 5 percenters for the most part. Like I said, and you've heard of Brand Nubian, and you've heard their songs. Like
Yeah.
especially my favorite two are All for One and basically Wake Up in the Sunshine, the remix, which is basically
Right.
which basically Roy, uses the Roy Ayers sample from Sunshine itself. So you know,
Yep. That's true. That's
oh
very
yeah, as
true.
far as the book I showed you on Yakub, that
Mm-hmm.
brother that brother lived for 150 years. See, he was a scientist, and he
Mm-hmm.
went to this island. A guy on Facebook sent me a story from the final call. Hey, are you on Facebook or Twitter? Because, like I said, I can see. I like to send you the link article so you can read it. It goes in depth. but he lived for 150 years. And what happened was I think he did a lot of breeding experiments, and the people as he bred them, they got lighter and lighter and lighter, and lost their melanin and pigmentation. And so
Hmm.
finally, you had pure white hair, white skin, and blue eyes. That's what happened. Then these people started to spread and basically went into the caves of Europe. Of course, as I
Hmm.
say, they went in the caves of Europe. See, Europe was black originally,
Oh yeah.
but the white cave creatures invaded eventually and took over. And like I said, it started to breed and spread. So henceforth, once again, and then of course they spread throughout the rest of the world, and of course the rest, as you know, is history. See, well, when I read all this, boy, I said it is crazy, but this makes perfect sense. This makes perfect sense.
Hmm. Oh, yeah, it makes great sense. Yeah, I remember that stuff back in the day, like when I was on YouTube. People was talking about it in the conscious community, talking about Yakub at the time. It was unheard of for most people, but now people know about it. Yeah, them books are very
Yeah,
valuable.
I'm just discovering it. Like I said, as I delve deep into Black history, this title just came across and said I want to read that. So it's a pretty
Yeah.
thick book. It's a pretty thick book too. It's like over 200 pages, but it's basically written, and it damn sure makes you think.
Hmm. Yeah, just like yeah, people, the Celts and the Gauls, they were black in Europe, and the Prussians, what they say, Perusians, Prussians. I talk about that too on my pre-records and my streams. They exist. So yeah, everybody's got melanin in dark culture. So Japan, the Kenwick people, known as the Ataman people, they still around. They
Yep.
still around.
Hey, look on the back of the book of the one I showed you, Yakub.
Hmm.
I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this on the air. Moses was sent to Europe to civilize the albinoids. Once they were out of their caves, they went on a rampage throughout Earth, and Yaqub's 6,000 years of rule came into effect. Elijah Muhammad, the father of mankind. Yaqub was a scientist who saw in the genetic makeup of the black man that he could bring out of us a new people, the opposite of the original. That is not evil. That is high science. Minister Louis Farrakhan. And I'm like, okay, that's all I need to read right there. I mean, the detail in the books are also very insightful because they go into more in depth. But the epitaph on the back, that's basically the basis of what Yakub did. Like I said, I don't know what Yakub was thinking about or what possessed him or prompted him to do this, But hey, I understand. You want to be a scientist, but there could have been better ways to be scientific or be a scientist than to do this. Because personally, I would have rather I would have rather had the world stay black. I think the world would be at peace right now.
Yeah, that's usually the way it is. I prefer it dark too. You know, I think about it all the time.
I mean, that's me. I mean, I'm saying I think the world there would be world peace right now if the world was still black.
Yeah, future tense. Yeah, that's happening right now. You see, their birth rate's messed up. We talked about that last night on the liberalism stream. It was a political exercise, and we talked about that. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
yeah, and I think DeAndre delve into that more. Yeah, it's a problem talking about the birth rate. Some people disagreed that the white women was looking for reproduction because the men can't reproduce. You know what I'm saying? And that's part
Oh
of it
yeah.
too. And their
Oh yeah.
genetic annihilation. Yeah.
Yeah. Their own men can't reproduce. And
Yeah.
basically, I think for the slave master's daughter, it's basically just lust. You know,
Yeah.
they're looking for they call him the Mandingo because he's he's bigger in that area. So, but whatever. What
That's
what what we as black men need to do, and this is what Minister Louis Farrakhan and Elijah Muhammad would want. We need to reject temptation. And even Malcolm X said, and I remember I saw an old footage saying, if you have love for your enemy and not love, for your own or for yourself, it's like it's something inside you that that's not conscious, or I need to find it again, but I remember what he said. I just don't remember what he said word for word, but I remember the message of the brunt of what he said. Ian Farrakhan would say, to the black man, well, why do you need a white woman? But unfortunately, in today's thinking, most of us who are born here in America have been so Americanized coming up. You notice almost all or half the black celebrities are married to white women. I mean, yeah, they make them black movies, so black people will pay their money to see them, and but like Cuba Gooding Jr., Charles Barkley, all married to white women. And you would think after what happened to O.J. Simpson, after what he did, that a black man would stay away from a white woman.
hmm and Emmett Till. Yeah.
Yeah, Emmett Till. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's probably the most historical murder of our people ever.
A lot of instances too.
Repeat that. What'd you say?
I said a lot of instances too, like, the case Samad Arbery, the white folks killing them like that, and they ain't spoke about it in the space. It was hush on that, then focus on George Floyd, which is
Yeah,
kind of wild. Yeah.
yeah, but it is what it is.
hmm
We know what we know. We know it to be the truth, and we got to get it out there.
Right. Let the people find it, and there you are.
Yeah, that's why I showed the books on camera. See, so hopefully this video gets a lot of views, and people look at the book, my title books, and they find a
Yeah, they
copy,
will.
find
Oh,
a copy,
they will.
find a copy for themselves and
hmm
read it. Got to spread the message, got to spread the love, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They gonna watch the replay. Oh, yeah. They pay attention to detail on here.
And see, these books aren't just to be meant to be read once. These are books I go back and study. I read more than once. So I'm pretty sure if I would read these books, I'd probably get a lot. I'd probably get a lot of heat, or basically a lot of hate. Hey, you watch football?
Yeah, I still do. I haven't catch up on it. I've been
Yeah.
streaming
Well,
and
there's a game
studying
tonight.
it.
There's a game tonight.
Yeah.
The Dolphins and the Ravens.
Oh, Dolphins and Ravens. Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I know that.
15-10 Dolphins.
Wow. That's a good game. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Yeah. Yeah. DeAndre's probably watching his Ravens. He's from Baltimore. Lamar Jackson.
I think Miami just scored another touchdown.
Oh, really?
I think no,
No.
it's first. Yeah, no, it's first and goal. No, anyway, that's something else. See see the United Crackers of America. They hate us, but they love us as long as we can run with as long as maybe we can run with football, entertain them by running with a football, or
Hmm.
we got a good jump shot, or we can sing and make music. You know. Yeah, it's scoring now. It's first goal, and now it's 21-10. Now it's going to be probably 22-10. They tried a 2-point conversion earlier, but then they didn't make it. And look, the first half it was just defense. It was like 3-3 in the first half. In the first half, they're going for the extra point now.
Hmm.
Oh, you know the guy from Public Enemy, Professor Griff.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's also on YouTube. He's also on Instagram too because he does live broadcasts. I bought another book off Amazon that he advertised that you can buy. It's called History Blacked Out or Whitewashed. Something. It's a big old tall long book, but it's thick. I got it right here. Hold on. Put that one on camera too. Yeah, the author's name is Suzar. She's got other volumes out, but this is like volume one of seven. Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall blow your mind. You ever seen this before?
Yeah.
Blacked Out Through Whitewash.
Mm-hmm.
Also a very good read.
Excellent read. Mm-hmm.
So everybody watching, seek this out. It's on Amazon. You can buy this. It's not expensive, but buy this ASAP also, along with the other three books titles I displayed on here as well. Well worth the money. I think I spent over $100 in books in this past year alone.
Yep. Ooh-wee. Who is this? Oh, what's going on? Lisa asked you, Kilpatrick, what's going on? Truly anime, am I intellectual kings?
That's
Oh,
right, brother Lisa. That's cool.
that's right. That's a Veterans Day edition. Ooh-wee. Yeah, on Veterans Day. Oh,
Yes, you've been going for 3 hours. Hey, yeah, you sound tired.
yeah, I'm a little fatigued. I might cut it off in a few minutes.
Yeah, go ahead,
See.
man. You know what? I'm gonna crash myself. Like I said, well, I'm off work until Monday. I took tomorrow off as well as today for my job, so I was able to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I'll be on this coming up Sunday. It's gonna be called Sunday Madness. It'll be like three something, be like
Okay,
3:10 or something like that.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, brother. Well, like I said, you're not on you're not on Facebook, are you?
Nah, I'm
Oh,
good.
okay.
I'm on
Are you on
Facebook.
Twitter?
I'm on Twitter, but I was thinking about making another one, but I have a Discord, but I don't know how to put it in the back chat.
Okay.
But I'll
Wait.
eventually, yeah,
Actually, if
yeah.
you can link me to your Twitter, I'll follow you on Twitter.
Okay,
I can click that and I can follow you. And you can follow me back.
okay.
It's actually my symbol is actually the 7% nation sign.
Okay. He said, "Do you guys listen to a YouTube channel named Big Judah and I have been Ephraim Yasharala?" Oh, okay.
No, I never heard of them, but like I said, link me to them and I'll sub to them.
Yeah.
Oh, did you put your link to Twitter in the chat yet?
Hold on for a minute.
Okay.
I'll put it in the private chat.
Yeah, put it in the private chat. Yeah, just put it in the private chat. Don't put it in the public chat. I'm on Twitter now, so once you link me, I'll just go right to it and I'll follow you. So actually, I can put my link. I can put my link to my Twitter in your chat as well.
Okay.
My Twitter name is Malik Shabazz. There we go. All right, I just posted my Twitter link in the private chat.
Okay.
Oh, another Twitter link you should follow. Pan African Alliance.
Okay. Here goes mine. Let's see.
Oh, cool. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I follow what you call it, one of the public enemy guys, Chuck D, and I think
Yeah,
the
yeah.
hieroglyphics and them.
Okay, hieroglyphics. Okay.
Yeah, like Dale and them. A few other guys I used to.
Oh, I know hieroglyphic. Wellbeing. I remember. There's a rapper that uses that name too. He's part of a group called Souls of Mischief. You know what I mean? Like maybe
Yeah,
three
yeah.
albums.
I follow half of them. Really, what's you call it? A
Okay.
plus. All of them. All of them. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I just followed you.
All right.
Oh,
And
you actually followed by Chuck D. Cool. Okay.
yeah,
You lucky. Okay.
yeah.
Alrighty. So now,
Okay. And what's your other one? Let me see. Yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Let me check. Let me check my followers list. Yeah, gotcha. I just followed you, man.
okay, cool. All right.
Yeah, I kind of tweet on every Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm on there mostly all the time. I can access Twitter and YouTube at work actually. That's how
yeah, yeah,
I ain't supposed to, but that's what I do. Like on the down low, when my supervisor, nobody's looking, I'll tweet, while I look at my Twitter feeds.
yeah. I look at my feeds too. I actually look at certain news articles and things like that. So yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I'm about to shut this down now. Yeah, I
All
gotta.
right, brother. Well, you have a blessed night, man.
All right, same to you, man.
I talk to you again, man. Peace.
All right, peace. Yeah, as it's been a good stream. It's been 3 hours. I did it by myself. I mean, shouts out to Malik that came through and everybody. Veterans Day to everybody. Shalom. Lisa Askew, Kilpatrick, Third Ward, Cerulean, the Great Regime, Juan G's, Degenerate, Gabe, Tampa, AB, Rashawn, the villain himself, from the villain spear, held to the gray skull, Raven Knight, Collie Jane. I know Simply's probably in bedtime right now. Gold P, what's going on? Shouts out to you, Shar. Y'all subscribe to her. Absalon, who else came through? Tyrone, Bunker TV, and Locast, Joe W, and DeAndre. Hail to the gray skull of pettiness, Mike. Nicer. What else came through? I think that's about it. So with that, I want to say peace.